It's your boy Jedi for Jedi Online, Chulumite Live, Red Pill, Chulumite Clicks, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live, and please put the number of your like in the chat, you know, like that. And we're back, another episode of Speakenomics. I'm in the building, big up Maverick on the ones and twos.
Black.
You know what I mean? It's been a mad day filming today, you get me? So from the last week, you would have known who our guest is already because you would have heard him in the back. You get me? Triggering the sister. You get me? I trying to calm her down. As you know, I was being all calm. He was nah, I'm joking. But yeah, so yeah, obviously, we got big man Des in the building. I feel like I could just do the introducing thing, cause he's part of the furniture, innit?
Respect you.
And then, who we got over here?
You got Justo, you already know, from the session. You get me? I'm here, I'm in the building.
In the building, man like Justo and...
Man like Curtis.
Man like Curtis, you know.
In the cut.
He's not even doing mag today. You know I would have said mag, innit?
Mag, yeah.
Yeah. Curtis. Alright, we got Curtis in the cut as well, man. So, Justo, what go on, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed,
for coming through.
Come on, man, you already know, man. Thank you for having me still.
Yeah, man. So you saw that lively discussion about race and mixed race.
Yeah, that was going in still.
I had to keep Des out of it.
Why did you do that? I noticed that you did that, you know. Might as well talk about it. I don't mind it.
I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose at all. Like, and obviously I'm thinking, like, you know, when I said to you, I was like, Des could
I
come
got
through.
some shit to say on that subject.
I just thought, next one I think we're gonna get you on part 2. But I just thought, let me see, because these two had very specific views.
No, I get it.
You get me? I knew that
what's the lady's name?
Denalva was going to be a firecracker.
Denalva.
I know what Raven's on, very diplomatic, but his stance is his stance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then Chinks was supposed to be like, I don't really care, I'm not really bothered.
Fuck whatever.
But yeah, fuck David. Yeah. Fuck David Gray. So yeah, anyway, so Justo, man, you know, let's get straight to it, man.
Come on, my brother.
Let's talk about for those that don't know you, let's talk about like who you are and what your history is. And where you come from and
my background and everything.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, man. I come from the Congo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Left over there, came over here, and there was a war. Do you know what I mean? Man witnessed a couple of things over there that a young kid shouldn't really, you know what I mean? Witness. Came here when I was 6 years old. From there, just learning the language, the English language, and the culture. Do you know what I'm saying?
Was it like a big culture shock to you? Did it like?
I didn't think it was a big culture shock to me. It was more like because I just saw like I'm in an environment where there's a lot of black people. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I just felt like everybody was equal, the same. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I've had my trials and tribulations with, well, I would say more like the Jamaicans. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the trials and tribulations with the Jamaicans.
Yeah.
What kind? What you like? What were they? What kind of trials and tribulations?
Once because man was African, or you get like the African boo-boo scratcher. You get your house stinks. What as your?
I know that one. You know
You know what I mean?
Silence.
You get
That's silence. When you say it, all right, the shoulders are going over here. I think we got a problem, Justo. Bring us around it.
This one's for the stolen voices, my people that ain't got much traces. Trapped in the belly of the beast, everywhere is beef and there's never ever peace. Every day is peak and I never get to speak. Living in the Elmos, never get to see. Sitting in a cell, feeling like you're never gonna leave, but you can't sleep cause you got beef with the bread underneath in the bunk. Man, the truth in my speech is abundant. I don't need a reason to keep it 100. The government declared the war on the man. So this ain't a song, it's a glorious anthem to rep for the group that is normally abandoned. The poor is ignored when they're stranded. From Lagos to Kingston, Newry to Camden, against all odds, of course we are champions. I'm the voice of Trayvon, I'm the voice of Stephen Lawrence, I'm the voice of Tupac, with no thug life engraved on my stomach. I'm the voice of a runaway slave, holding a blade and facing a musket. Been a victim of the system too long, we got tired and waiting for justice. The voice of Fred Hampton Sr., killed for defending the people and the right to exercise freedom of speech. We just want to be treated as equal. I'm the voice of the mums and the ones that pray for unity in the community. I'm the voice of the young trying to escape the slum, but they can't find the opportunity.
So much to say, but not enough. You hear the cries calling from the skies above, saying it's okay, speak your mind, open your heart, don't let no one add you to all the
you get like the one that everybody want to fight. Do you get what I'm saying? And because I was always the person, I didn't really want to fight my friends. Because I felt like if you fight your friends, you're gonna lose your friends.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the same time, that's why I used to get into a lot of fights with them, and I wouldn't fight back. So I would let them basically beat man up. Until I went to a primary school called Anston School in Willesden, but we was at a hostel in Willesden, and then we moved from there.
So you lot was actually like refugees or asylum seekers?
Yeah, asylum seekers.
Asylum seekers.
Yeah. So, so boom, and from there, it was more like once I moved into my estate in South Kilburn, my mum basically relocated us to a different school called Anston School.
Yeah.
But that's the school that I went to where I met one of my friends named Spencer, still my brethren until today. Yeah, he was the one that used to be like, later. Like,
Go have it.
Anybody talk shit to you, just mash them up. It doesn't matter if they want to be your friend or not. So when I went back to my estate, I brought that energy. It's like he kind of lifted me from that. So the guys that I used to fight, that I used to let, I just started mashing them up. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But with time, everybody came to accept man for who man is and everything.
So you was in a largely Jamaican community.
Yes.
So let's talk about that though, really and truly. Because you said, I think it might have been off camera, but you did say that the most racism you felt is from who?
From the Caribbeans, like Jamaicans and all that, from the black people.
So you would say you actually felt racism from them?
Yeah, from black people. That it was funny to me because I didn't understand it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like why there was so much like anger and hate towards man because man's African.
Did you find it was just you as an African, or other Africans you knew was getting the same kind of treatment?
I think it was just me as an African. I think because I was as you can tell, I still got a bit of an accent. Yeah. I was a bit of a freshie, you know what I'm saying? And whoever was already there, they were already like in that kind of, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were already in their cliques, kind of.
There was other Africans there, but I don't think those Africans back in the days accepted the fact that they were Africans.
So they were pretending to be Jamaican?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Undercover.
I'm not going to lie to you. I thought they were all Jamaicans, and I thought I was the only African there until, years down the line,
hold on.
you realise, yo, what?
Nah, sit down.
You get me? Like that. So I thought to myself, right, this is mad.
Fun over there. He's having fun over there.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He was a name setter, man.
Do you know what I mean? So it was more, it was one of them ones that like, bro, I never had the greatest upbringing, like, you know what I'm saying? I never had the good mountain bikes. I had a girly bike. Like, my mum bought me a girly bike from a market, Kilburn market.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You know how Africans go on, man.
You know what I mean? Like, my chain will pull, when we're going back, right, the chain is just popping off.
Yeah, and all
and
that.
everybody was stopping away from me or something. Like, this is long blood. Look, bro, you know what I mean? So, it was, I didn't have what everybody else had. You get what I'm saying? So, it was kind of a bit more tougher for me.
I tried to say this, I was like, when you look like, when I'm talking with my Jamaican friends and they're talking about like how hard man had it, and I'm like, but brother, I specifically remember the Nikes that you had. Yeah, do you remember what I wore?
No name trainers.
Yeah, you hear me? Do you remember?
I was talking about this yesterday. People proper. When they think about their past, sometimes you watch people talk about the past and you know different. You're sitting there thinking, right, that ain't how it went.
It weren't that deep for you. Like, I mean, obviously it's poverty. We're all in poverty. Our surroundings.
All of us.
The cockroaches in my yard was in your yard.
Yes.
The rats outside your yard. I get all of that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But differently, my perception was that Jamaican children were more free. They had more freedom, so they had more fun.
I
say you see your discipline as being like oppression in a way compared to others. They're allowed out. I weren't allowed out. Do you know what I mean? I had that strictness.
You know what? You just triggered something inside of me. I remember one of my brethren, he was he had a fight. No, he had an argument with a woman, innit? But for how I was raised, we're not supposed to argue with our elderly. Because they could be like your mother. So I remember my brethren was having an argument with the woman, and then I think he started fighting the woman. So when he fought the woman, and the woman must have grabbed him, but he's gone now. He's got his mum. And then his mum's come.
And defended it.
Yeah, defended it. But my mum looked at that as like, never ever do that because you don't know that woman could be saving you. So I've just grown up as like everybody in my community was mum. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just named them mum. I'll be like, you're right, mum. Sorry, mum, do you want me to help you with the shopping with mum? Do you know what I'm saying?
Manners still. I took my sons out yesterday and then I introduced them to one of my friend's mums. And I was like, I was like, what's your names? And they said their names. And she was like, my name's Patricia. And I said, yeah, you call her Auntie Patricia. And he said, no. She said, no. I said, what do you mean? She said, no, this is you don't call me Auntie. I'm like, no, out of respect, that's what we do. That's our culture. Not everyone's an auntie. Not every elder's an auntie. And I'm like, well, until they prove otherwise, yes, they are. You know what I mean?
Not everyone wants to claim it, though.
No, it's not that. What she was trying to say is maybe on the child protection level. Or she has some. But I'm saying, so I had to break it down to her and say, listen, you know, there's a saying called, don't spoil the recipe. Yeah, you see, if you look in the mirror and you like who you are and what you stand for, and then you have children and you want to change the recipe a little bit, don't be surprised when it don't taste the same. If you know what I mean, so it's like, okay, the levels that we had of respect and whatever has kept me in a certain way where I want my children to inherit that, inherit respect for age and elderly and your community. It doesn't mean, because you call someone an auntie or you call someone an uncle, let him take you around the corner and pull your pants down or something. No. That's not what it means. But it just means that it's just a general respect for your community and the elders. And it's like she, as a Caribbean woman, she's not really feeling that. So there's a little bit of difference in the outlook on those things. Do you know what I mean? Just like the one that will come down and fight the teacher. The parent that
but it's mad you're saying that because when that situation happened, my mum was like, that's their way. That's just the Caribbean way. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I'm going to school and now I'm sitting down and when I'm talking about learning about racism, that's when I'm sitting down in school in a history class. My history teacher puts on roots.
And then everyone spins and looks.
Roots.
They used to do that.
That series as well.
In England.
No, but the actual movie. So the actual movie, when she put on Roots, and it was like, when I'm watching it now, it's like, raw. So they think we saw them. Right, you see what I'm saying? This is what hit in my head was like. They think we sold them.
That's the anger you think that.
And I was like, wow. So
there's a book I heard. I ain't read it yet, but it's called Black Gold. About that, where they say Africans were the first to sell Africans to the Arabs or whatever. I've been told a lot about that book, but I haven't read it.
So that's when I was like, rah. But it kind of made me dislike white people. Because of what my own kind was doing to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of what they went through. It made me like, right, how can you not do that? And now they taking it out on man. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but the more I did, the more I started studying and the more, you know, when you leave school, you start educating yourself a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Because school doesn't really teach you, you know what I mean, to that full extent.
Life. Conditions you. Tries to.
Yeah, tries to condition you. You know what I mean? Put you in a system kind of thing. So, from there and then, you know what I mean? At that point, it's like, yeah, man, I'm one of them. You get what I'm saying? But more time, I remember that I used to hate being African. Furthermore, I used to hate being just from the Congo.
Yeah,
do you know
specifically.
What I mean? Yeah, I used
so was there better other places in Africa you would rather have said you came from?
I would have said, like, when I was young, I was like, I should have been like South African or why not just be like Jamaican or something like.
I feel like Ghanaians were quite cool
you know growing
up as well. I feel like the Ghanaians, because I don't know. I think there's something about there was just a relaxedness about some of their parents as well. They were more in line with the Caribbeanness, what we thought was like a more relaxedness. But it really and truly, it's just about different boundaries and discipline levels. And I was just on the extreme because I realised some of my Nigerian brothers nowadays, when I look at what their childhood was like, they didn't have all them things that I had. So my mum was a Jehovah's Witness. So that probably made it even more strict. But I just thought it was about being part of African. And like, you know, I'd knock on my Jamaican friends, some of my Jamaican friends' doors. I would knock on. Some of them say, the blood clot.
Yeah, boy.
You knew someone's dad was mad. My brethren, like, big up Messiah and that. We used to go to his yard after school to play Super Nintendo and these things there. And when his dad came back, it's time to
go.
It's time to evacuate.
leave.
You don't even want to be around when he gets back. It's like a dark shadow. Look like trust me.
Man of the house.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. I mean, so you got to a point where you just felt like, you know what, you just integrated with the man them around you.
Yeah. I just felt like I became a part of them, but it was just still more. It was more like but I had to make myself known that you can't just play with man.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So once that was embedded, I think that's when the respect came.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like it wasn't normal, your house smell like this, or it wasn't normal, you African this. It was more like, right, you said just the wrong thing, you might just get punched up.
And I think that for me in school was one of the things that I think I stood out about me, was like, you could do this, you could do that, rare, but see, when it got physical, I'm licking man over. I'm licking over several people. You get me? The one time that I heard boo boo or whatever was probably the last time that was direct. Because once you realise,
Boo-boo.
yeah,
Man's bringing back all the old schools. You know, you're fucking killing me.
Boo-boo,
I forgot about these ones.
Scoops,
Fuck
you know, man's calling man all sorts. Fufu warrior, that man's calling man all sorts.
Them ones, I remember them ones.
But I give thanks for it, because I think that shit was the lick. And then obviously, man just knew what time it was after a certain point. Man just knows what time it is.
There was always a time when I was young. See, African man, there was always a time where they just do their moment.
They just go nuts. And
they
you're like,
come out and
rah.
show. And after that, everything changed.
Yeah, everything changed. And you know,
everything changed. That's
gets
that
dark.
regular.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's right. You have to prove yourself.
Man.
Like, not to say we're animals, but in a pack.
No, man,
You
just
can't just
finding
roll up.
themselves, you know.
Yeah, you can't just roll up and not show man what you're working with. Pause. You get me? Show man.
That's the DNA in you know. That's
like,
the DNA.
Let
That's
people
the
know,
energy blood.
and let's establish a true pecking order based on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I'm from Peckham, so to be honest, Peckham was like is like mini Lagos.
Yeah, man.
So,
Big
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, big Africa.
Do you know what I'm saying? And bare Africans, bare Ghanaians, and the Ghanaians was moving mad. In fact, all the Africans in Peckham, that's why I don't really understand. They're just moving crazy. But you know all the legends, bruv.
Yeah.
You get me? So I grew up in an era where I believe we were integrated, because it was all. If anything,
different tribes.
If anything, the madness that my mom's telling me not to get involved in is all being perpetuated at the highest degree by the rascal Africans. Maybe the Africans are trying to overprove themselves. Do you know what I mean? But we had whole cliques of them that was on fuckery. Huh?
Were they born here?
Some of them weren't. Some of the man them weren't born here.
But you gotta
A lot
remember,
of the man them weren't.
You gotta remember, back then as well, Jamaican used to run shit. The
course.
Jamaicans.
Of
so
course.
when they seen them kind of things, they'd saying to themselves, later is zero tolerance.
But in Peckham, the Jamaicans and the Africans were all linked up. They're all brethren. There's all the whole clique, the whole YPBs, Jamaicans and Africans, the whole Firehouse crew, Jamaicans and Africans. Everyone, we're just all. It weren't that. I suppose when it comes to badness and whatever, none of that really fucking matters. We're just all in it together. We're all back together. But it's the older generation that has their stereotypes, thinking one set's better than the other or one set. But on the ground level, we're all on fuckery. When we get manipulated by these stereotypes, which is the sad thing. And, you know, nowadays people look back and talk about this divide between Jamaican and Caribbean. But I'm like, it was never that deep when I was growing
African and Caribbean, you mean?
Huh?
African and Caribbean.
African and Jamaican and Caribbean. Jamaican and African. Namely, they tried to say Jamaican and Nigeria as if there's some big. I don't see the evidence of this big war. Must be
there's no
after
war
my
in that.
time.
I don't think there's a war in
Minimise
that.
though, it's the two biggest groups.
Yeah, so
That's
it's like,
all it is. It's just two.
when have
putting
you
the two
seen
biggest
that? It
groups.
being
It's a narrative.
the Jamaicans are fighting the Nigerians. Where have you seen that?
I haven't heard that.
Do you know what I mean? I don't
There's
know.
new flights from Lagos to Kingston, and there was flights before COVID from Accra to Montego Bay, and everyone's excited about that. And when I was driving around, I could always see when the African man was in town, you know. You could just tell the walk, the gold was different. One big Mutombo brother come true. bopping. I was hearing about him, and then, you know, I must have been driving in traffic, and I see him near one bar, just bopping. He was walking in the dispensaries, buying up all the weed, spending his money, just come fat. You get me? It was good to see. And then the flights kind of died out, COVID happened. But I heard recently they've just started the match, they just announced them from Lagos to...
So I think right now, there's like a little push to try and maybe slightly reignite some division between the groups. I feel like the conversation's coming up more and more regular, and I'm hearing more and more Caribbean brothers and sisters really vocalize.
What are you hearing this? Where's this, man? Where's this?
Social media, bro.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Not
Do
in
you know,
real life.
I think it usually comes from people that are not well travelled, or people that go and have an experience that is really, all-inclusive hotel.
No, but they talk
playing the
about
game
in England.
No, I hear you, but I'm saying these people, I'm like, what I find, and I've experienced it now, innit, over, I would say, 15 to 17 year period. I've been consistently back and forth. And I'm like, I've learned a lot, man. I've had to humble my thought process from a British perspective, being out in Jamaica or being in Ghana. I'm like, right, do you know what? Like, I have to, like, sometimes I'll be giggling to myself because I'll be saying, right, do you know, the way I looked at it from coming from here, now I've experienced it over there over time, proper soaked in and experienced it. I'm like, it's nothing like that. And you know what, when I meds it out, why do we think like that in England? I think it's because over here, I keep saying, when I get on the plane and come back, it's like I put a hard hat on, you know, on the plane.
You know
like the Marine going to war.
You get into character.
I feel like I'm coming back into
you know,
a
so
society
crazy,
that's
yeah?
When in Rome gone extreme.
Do you know so crazy, yeah? When I went to Jamaica,
yeah,
and I was like, raw. They're moving just like how these Congolese brothers move back home. I'm telling my mum, it's like Africa, right? It's like in Congo, mum. Like I feel like I'm at home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how seeing the kids playing football outside with shorts and barefoot, and I was like, yo, mum, they like us. Like there's no difference. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yo, when I was in Jamestown, you know, when I went Ghana, I was in Jamestown, and I was looking around, I got footage of it, and I remember just thinking, the man was saying, man, you look like you're at home, you look happy. And I said, you know what? This reminds me of Jamaica. But then I'm realizing, Jamaica really reminds you of the home, the source, because it was there, and it just felt more, more thick, more authentic. You get me?
More real.
And I thought, right, you know what? Jamaicans need to come Ghana. But I hear say now, when you come with your Jamaican passport to Ghana, as soon as they see it, they go, welcome home. That's what I've been told. I've been told about a lot of people. They say, welcome home. And you can get honorary citizenship in the last year. I know they had. I don't know if it's still open.
And they got a couple initiatives out there, man. There's some brothers that's gone out there. The government has given them a couple 100 acres to build something, and then they basically, if you run that and you build it and you get the people in, then we'll expand the thing for Americans to come over, get citizenship. So they've given them their own bit of land to have their own little village to start up and whatever. You know, I covered that in one of the My Two Pence episodes.
So good luck, man.
So yeah, that's
definitely
a
good
thing.
look. It's a big difference when man was younger and growing up. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's definitely a big.
But I grew up in that time. I identify a lot with what you're saying, and I'm like, how you was talking, I rate you still, because you know what, you just reminding me. I got friends that are you in it, and I'm like, I grew up with them in it, and I see it at close hands. And obviously, I'm mixed Irish, mixed St. Lucian, but the reality is, I had my own journey like that. But it's I just think our parents came here, and while they were working their asses off, we had to assimilate. And you know what? Because of our spirit, how we are as man, I just think we're rebels, innit?
Facts.
And no one knew how to work out what we were about. And that's cool, but guess what? There's a lot that have gone, you know, and we're sitting here talking about it. So we're the blessed ones. That's how I look at it, you know? Because what we've been through as young men growing up on these streets out here, it's like it's not to be talked about, but it's like, yo, some serious shit, you know?
Yeah, come on,
So
man.
when I look at it now and I look back, I just think to myself, like even when I see how the African energy is over here, man, and the whole Burna Boy thing and Ghana and Nigeria and everything, I love it because I laugh to myself and say, right, look at the job.
Yeah.
Do you know what it took to get here?
Yeah,
like,
100%.
do you get what I'm saying? It's
Okay, but like at the same time, the other groups are starting to feel marginalized. Like they never had the you know when you've always been the cool one.
Yeah.
And then the next cool one comes around. You know when the next cool it's like,
right.
I know some people are adjusted, they don't know how to take it.
Is that the narrative you're talking about from the social media?
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like people don't know how to take it, that there's other stuff going on, and maybe even some of that other stuff sounds a bit like your stuff. And it's like, bro, them man are taking our thing.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
I'll give you one example, yeah? I'll give you one example.
Is
Is it iTunes or whatever? Someone has decided, they've said, Spotify or some music people have said that officially now, African dancehall is a genre on its own.
Yeah, that's
and that's
right.
kick up a bit of stink.
Yeah, of course it is.
Because I ran to the comments.
That's like reggaeton.
I ran to the
It's
comments.
like reggaeton.
And they were like,
You know what reggaeton is?
dancehall is dancehall.
And that whole thing.
Did
Did they
Call it
just get the payout
Afrobeats
from that?
Call it
Yeah.
man is getting mad. Huh?
Yeah, they
reggaeton.
do.
Yeah, reggaeton. Had that wave.
That's reggaeton in an African style.
Had that rave.
Amapiano's African garage to me, you know.
Yeah.
I grew up in garage, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so what I see happening in Africa now, I love it. But I'm saying people don't understand the amount of dialects, the amount of countries, the amount of span. So what you're gonna do? That music's just gonna grow and grow from country to country, different energies of it, and it's like it's African house.
Do you know how much people hate Amapiano because of the Africanness of it?
I hear this. I hear that from people.
I've heard it. You know,
I hear it.
bro. I've heard
Why?
it. Trust me,
I
I
heard
didn't even
people
know
say
it was
that,
a
and I
thing.
look at them
I was like,
funny,
bro,
you know.
I hate Amapiano.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, why? It's like, and I it's because he's African.
I don't even ask
like,
why.
raw.
I just
People hate Afrobeats. I don't really like Afrobeats. I don't love Afrobeats, but people hate it.
I love a bit.
Nah, man, I like Afrobeats,
Get
man.
me?
Yeah, man. What?
Do you know,
Them women
honestly,
can
I don't
you
love
know.
it, but there's
Then
tunes
what?
I
Listen,
like.
see, African woman can dance, you know.
Yo, you see
not
Afrobeat,
lying,
Trust me, man. This is a thing where it travels through. Like they got sounds from all different parts of Africa.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the more it just develops, and then boom, it's been like internationalized. You know what I'm saying? Like now everybody can hear it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think Afrobeat
heavy, man.
is good. And you know what? It's also the influence with the Jamaican dancehall where you know what I mean. You can break break the lingo and still put a bit of Jamaican twang in it. It sounds like it's. You know what I'm saying? So
you got
you
house
got
event,
man, bro, man.
or Amapiano Afrobeats event.
It's creating like that's a good big.
Would I rather go to a house event or Amapiano Afrobeats event?
Yeah,
that's hard. That's hard because I'd rather go to a house in Amapiano event than an Afrobeats event.
Okay, cool. That's
Right?
cool.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Cool.
I'd rather do
That's
the house in Amapiano, and I'm not even a house fan like that. But I can vibe to some house and Amapiano that will change it up a bit.
But
The
Afrobeats getting in there.
is cool.
It's going in there as well. The
but
house.
like,
Do you know, I'm not gonna act like
it's cool, but I'm not on a whole Afrobeats party. I'm not
What's the
there.
big
Why?
difference,
Why
man?
though? Why?
What's the
Because
big
it's not for
difference?
me.
What's the big difference? Afrobeats, Amapiano. What's the big difference?
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously like you said,
sound?
one's garage and one's like hip hop, R&B mixture, whatever,
okay,
dancehall
got you,
mixture.
yeah.
But it's the Afrobeats. You know what it is about? I'll tell you what it is about Afrobeats for me, and I've been saying it for a while. I've got artists that I really like. I've got songs that I really like on my playlist. I'll listen to them, whatever. But in terms of the genre on its own, until they get a full revolutionary backbone, I can't feed into it. I'm from hip hop. I'm from reggae.
Oh,
yeah?
lyrically,
Where
you mean?
They spit about liberation. You can get man that saying fuck the system.
Yeah, I
you can
can-
get rare. Like there's
you're
a
a
backbone.
Buju.
And
But
even
Burna Boy made a song like that though.
it's
as
song
well.
though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
You're
you know, like a
Buju
song.
rolling.
Yeah,
That's what
consistent
Buju was
with
saying.
But like, they need like music.
But there's a
not
lot
to
though.
get-
No, but you know what? To be honest with you, there is a lot of music that.
Sarkodie, you know
Like-
Sarkodie?
Yeah, of course.
No, I don't know who Sarkodie.
Sarkodie,
Yeah.
he's Ghanaian, I believe.
He's bad still.
He's like the baddest. He's kind of old school now.
I see him,
But
see
he's
him
a
at,
man that will do a whole tune about fighting the system and you be bouncing
I
to it.
think there's a lot out there,
I
but you
need to
just
get
don't know
that
him.
balance.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
think
out
there's a
there.
lot.
Right about now, I think there's a lot of like man is rather trying to do like recreate drill or dancehall and sing about dancing and like Peter Tosh said, you know, I am not singing, darling, I love you, and I will fly to the moon and back. Yeah, but look here about that fuckery. Yeah,
I come to kill all the fuckery that's out
I
there.
come to kill all the fuckery out there. Yeah, that's what he said, and he's basically saying that
Big Bumba
like
Clark.
music is about revolution. At the same time, you can have your dance, have your fun. I love that shit. I love gangster
I
music.
think African music's popping.
I'm not saying it's
Oh,
not.
no, I'm not saying you're saying it's not.
I'm not saying it's not.
I know.
I'm not
But
saying
I
it's
feel
not,
like
bro.
it's popping.
I think
man.
right now, yeah, it's still like dance and African music for me. Still, I feel like both of them, they bring the vibe together and they bring people together.
Yeah. It's
You know what I
vibes,
mean?
yeah,
100%.
vibes.
Like I agree. And you gotta remember as well, yeah, like it's spiritual music, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's spiritual music, you know.
Yes, brother.
It's
Spiritual.
tribal spiritual music.
What you mean the beat is
Like,
or
the
just
energy,
music?
man,
the energy,
energy in
even-
Afrobeats.
Yeah, the energy, the energy.
Listen,
I'm a piano.
No, I'm not
maybe
saying
a bit
every
more.
song, but I'm
Yeah,
saying you
yeah.
will find your shit.
certain
in there.
chants and all that
get me?
in the song, like where
Yeah, man.
I'm telling, it's a spiritual
Is there,
thing
is
still.
there like what's Congolese music saying? What's
Congolese-
Congolese Afrobeats really saying right now?
That's
Who's-
where they got.
Who's
That's
flying
that,
the flag and that?
That's how Afrobeat was connected from Congolese music.
Okay, yeah,
Because
yeah.
they've been doing that kind of genre of music for years.
What do you
because
call it? Do you call it high life as well? What do you
Sokas, no?
I don't even.
Focus?
Sokas.
Soak.
SOUKAS.
So I don't.
Sukas.
I wouldn't even know. All I just know, I just know they make mad crazy good music. Yeah, mad. And right now, there's so much artists that there's like Fally Ipupa. Do you get what I'm saying? There's Kofi Olomide. There's Papa Wemba, R.I.P. to him. Like I would say, he's one of the originals, really and truly. Yeah, but there's so much music. Yeah.
When are these from?
Pardon?
Like what years are those guys from?
Fally Ipupa is now.
Okay,
He's literally now. Do you get what I'm saying? Kofi Olomide, he's like the Run DMC of the game.
Okay, the OG of
Yeah, and he's still in the game now.
Right,
You
yeah,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying? And killing it. You know what I mean?
Them long-standing.
I think,
Yeah.
listen, I think you can pick out any country in Africa
yeah.
and just pick out the music and you're gonna find something.
Yeah, facts.
course.
Yeah, bro.
I think that's different. I think that's a fact of music, though, isn't
yeah.
it? Because that's like
It's
when
liking and
people
loving.
when people criticize hip hop, and then you be like, nah, there's still people rapping about exactly what you want to
Exactly.
hear.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that, but like, I remember when I didn't have to try find it so much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that is the thing.
Now
that-
it's so now it's
Especially with hip hop, that's a fact.
Yeah,
Hip-hop
but I
is-
think
is-
for me it's the same with
Yeah.
Afrobeat. I
Okay.
know there's guys out there. I know that there's experimental people with music, great voices, great lyrics, everything. However, the main thing that I'm gonna be showing is the dancing. Let's all
You
have
need to
a
get
The algorithm,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
algorithm ain't giving you the
Yeah,
exactly.
you need to get past that and get
Yeah.
into the deeper, like,
True,
because
true.
I feel like I'm listening to a lot of pop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, out, but like, do you know, it's, you know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying,
The
I
pop
hear what
is-
you're saying.
and I like a
pop
bit
ain't
of the
shit,
griminess.
and pop ain't shit
And
necessarily.
you know what it is?
Do
I
what
think they're kind of suppressing the type of music that.
Of course, across the
it's gonna
board,
be
man,
gal,
that's-
shake your
yeah,
bum,
yeah.
All the
and,
time.
And I feel like because I've seen it with dancehall, and I've seen how dancehall has become the number one musical export from the from Jamaica,
Yeah.
rather than what it used to be, which was reggae. And reggae, you could get every message. Love, girl, I'm gonna love you forever. Fight the system,
Yeah,
stand
yeah.
up, beat down poverty, beat down Babylon. You could get it all. So you could, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's more, girl, suck me cocky.
Bury that.
You get me, suck my
Yeah,
cocky, me
Bury
bleach,
that.
skin white.
And that's so crazy.
And,
Kids are listening to this, you know.
you know,
Kids are listening to this, and you lot are playing it in parties and
I'm
everything.
spitting on your mouth, rare.
But
And
don't you
it's cool
think that's
for a
a
couple tunes.
recent level been upped with all of that?
Vibes Cartel started it, really.
Yeah, I think-
But there's always been that element of slackness in the music.
no, definitely,
But we don't mind slackness
But
in the
slackness
music.
is part of a
but it's
mixture of
gone,
things.
yeah.
But remember,
slackness is
the
life,
one thing you
innit?
gotta remember, you know, it's very, very popular, you know.
Very.
As much as whatever, yeah,
Exactly.
the people that want it, you know. I
You
see
just-
it at my
I
own
think
eyes.
the
I say,
people-
right, you know what? This music proper resonates
Ah, yeah.
with women, you know,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
all colours, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All colours,
Yeah.
you know. Don't
Facts.
make it like it's a black woman thing, yeah,
footage
please.
is
Mm.
mental.
Yeah, the Polish women, them, the Eastern European women, them.
Scunthorpe.
They're
Japan,
on this thing, bruv. The
Tokyo.
South American women, them, the
Yeah.
African. Don't get it twisted. They love dancehall.
Yeah, they love it,
It's like
man.
a release for them. They look at it when
They
them
love
tunes
it.
come on. They listen.
Have we?
It
Have,
They
does
know all the
something to them.
lyrics.
have we
Because
been
there's-
Yes.
conditioned? Has society been conditioned to want to hear more explicitness? I think so.
I do.
I think
Listen,
that we-
yeah, definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
So
but look at the news, right? I was saying it to my mum the other day, sitting with her, bless her soul. I was sitting with her and I said, Mum, you know the madness about this news? Because I'm seeing a lot of it now because I'm sitting with fam. Yo, everything in the news is negative, you know.
Everything
Yeah,
in the news
Like,
is
I mean,
negative.
every subject
Yeah.
is in a negative slant. So when you listen, if you're watching that for half an hour every day, you can't tell me. Don't you understand what that's doing to you?
yeah.
And I never said that to my mum, but that's what I was
Yeah,
getting at.
yeah.
Like that's what the meds I was watching it. Every subject in a half an hour,
Yeah.
every
Killing your-
subject,
killing your
wherever
buzz.
they went in the world.
Buzz,
Yeah.
yo.
It's a definite news is really to
Yeah.
bring.
And my mum's commenting on it to me, you know. So that's what's making me meds up the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
I'm assessing my mum, everything. How is she at the moment, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, right, this is why I gave up the news years ago. Not to say I don't keep up to date,
Me as well, yeah.
but I don't watch telly.
Yeah.
I watch movies on a fire stick.
So
I watch pay-per-view fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm with
yeah,
you there, bro.
yeah.
I'm
And then I
definitely
watch
with you there.
documentaries, and then I watch. You know what?
What was the first
You know
one?
the videos around the world. Where you can watch Safari or you can watch Boston High Road or something.
Yeah.
I put that shit on late at night and just chill out.
What was the first
Just
thing you
walk-
said you watched? On there? What was the first thing you said you watched?
What did I say?
Pay-per-view what?
Fights.
Ah, speaking of fights. Speaking of fights, bro. Like, just so that we cover this, because I still want to go back to, like, your story. And the reason why is because I've got a unique audience that may not have seen your stuff, may not know who you are. Yeah. So even though...
I didn't know you was from South Kilburn, though. That's what I didn't know. I didn't realise, you know.
You see?
I'm around the corner from you.
Yeah.
So, I just want to get into this fighting business, right? So, Quincy.
Yeah.
Notorious Brixton bad boy.
Yeah, big up Quincy. Big up
Big
Quincy.
up,
him up.
like,
Yeah, big up
Doesn't know me,
Quincy.
but I
Yeah.
know him. Big him up.
Notorious Brixton bad boy, reformed now. Get me, turn producer and director and all these wicked things. I don't
Artist.
Don't just want to highlight the badness and that, but obviously he was a big name. Me coming from South and that. So you and him have ended up somehow
Into this mad thing.
into this mad thing where you two now got to fight.
Yeah.
Right? So it's gone from you went to a podcast, you held a belt.
Yeah.
He come to the podcast. He picked up the belt.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Nah, that's Justo's belt."
Yeah, what I did was, when I grabbed the belt,
Yeah.
I offered that anybody. See what I'm saying? Anybody. You know what I mean? Rappers,
Yeah.
step in the ring with me, man. You know what I'm saying? You
I
get
love
me?
it. I didn't see this.
So-
I ain't seen this.
So when I said that, imagine as soon as I put the belt, no one ain't gonna step up
No
to
one
this plate.
stepping up.
Do you get what I'm saying?
What you say, you took
so,
the bait?
Yeah, nah, you know, I did that in February last year, yeah? Then I think October he's gone up there. Yeah, when he's gone up there, he grabbed the belt, he goes, right, I like the belt. So they're letting him know, yo, that's Justo's belt.
Yeah.
He says anybody grabs that belt, they have to.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
yeah.
Okay.
And this
They
shit.
gotta earn it. They gotta earn it.
So he's sitting there doing the interview with the belt, everything.
Okay.
So at the end of the interview, he's
Okay.
taking his pictures and everything. Then he was like, yo, just start here, say these are your belt. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
The way he done it was gangster.
Yeah,
still. It's funny,
I can't
You
lie.
know, the way that it was.
But that was crazy though.
It was nice still. It was nice.
I'm minding my own business, you know?
Yeah,
I'm literally
okay.
minding my own
That was
business.
February.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that there's some history to this.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm minding my own business. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
My phone's just going off. Yo,
You see
have
that?
you seen what's going on social media? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yo, some guy's talking some shit about you. And this is me. Oh, don't.
No way.
In my head, I'm
Swear to
like, this is not my life. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I don't do this internet stuff.
Yeah.
So when I've gone there now, I see Quincy and I was like, he goes, yo, you got 24 hours to respond. I said, what? Yo, brother, hold this.
Now your video was funny.
I said, hold this. I'm going to run around the corner. You just film me.
Yeah.
So I run around the corner. I said, hey.
See that one? Yeah, I
hey,
see that one. Yeah.
What?
I love that
What?
one.
You want to check? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
immediately.
I was gassed when I
Yo.
saw that still. I'm not gonna lie.
Immediately, I pushed it out there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just to make him know, bruv,
Yeah. Let's do it.
you messed up.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
I like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I
love
like
it.
this. You know what I'm saying? You're my guy.
Not gonna lie, you was out of breath when you ran up to the camera.
Nah, that was all acting.
He's excited. innit? He's excited.
Where is it?
He said, hey,
Yeah, you got act,
you know right now, everyone's analysing everything. So Ivory's acting like he ran for a mile. He just ran from there.
around the corner.
I was like, rah,
Where
let
is
me-
it? It won't last 5 minutes.
I'm looking at this like, rah. Man, is he hyperventilated now? Or is he just
shit.
excited for this
Oh,
thing?
this is funny.
So yeah,
That was mad.
so boom, so that was all like acting, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I said to my guy, yo, was that good? Do I need to do another take? He goes, nah, that one there was actually perfect.
What first
You
take?
get what I'm saying? Yeah, I
One
said, your
take.
first take.
Man, you know them videos, yeah? Man is and playing them back, analysing them, thinking, rah. Like, I don't even know who, like, personally, I didn't even know what Quincy's fighting would be like. I've never seen Justo fighting. I've no idea. So, you know when these men are talking about getting physical, I'm looking at the video and I'm thinking, rah, like, this is a mad matchup. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to call it. Normally there's someone about, right, yeah, he's up there. He's going to smack him up.
Yeah.
Like, the spray and
a pound sterling. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah.
okay, we can see where that one is going.
Yeah.
You get me? He's going to get smacked up.
We
This
know he's
one-
definitely gonna get smacked up. We know he's gonna get mashed
smacked
up.
up. Come on,
reckon?
he's a bit.
Pounds.
Spray would get smacked up by Sterling.
Okay,
let's not do that, man.
No, I'm just asking.
That is not happening.
No, you can.
So wait, so is it happening or is it still talks about what's happening?
With what? With our fight, yeah? Do you
Has
know
anyone
what?
come in and like just said, all right, I'm gonna organize it up? Or
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. So once we put it out there, once I put it out there,
yeah,
the mad thing about it is, Anthony Joshua caught wind of it.
Mad, yeah.
Oh, heavy.
Do you see what I'm
Heavy.
saying?
Big up
Once
Anthony
he caught
Joshua.
wind of it, it was like, yo, my brethren ran me, yo, Anthony Joshua caught wind of this. Like,
I see that actually. He said something right online, right?
Yeah. So he was like, yo, boom, you two, like, he's gonna put up money for whoever the winner is, so to like, it'll go to whoever's charity. Do you know what I'm saying?
Create a charity real quick.
So
Why not to your pockets, man?
That's what I said. That's what
I
I
watch it.
waited
I watch it.
But
You see, I see that right now. Yeah, what we're working on is like to make sure everybody gets something.
Yeah,
But
for
for
sure.
me, I don't really care about the pocket.
What
You get what I'm
say?
saying?
You're on job.
It's just
You're
it's just the sports.
Nah,
It's a sport. Nah, man, you forget
You're
pay,
not,
man.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
big-
we're
it's a
not
big-
allowing that.
Hey, brother.
We're not allowing that. The
No.
community's not allowing that.
I know the
Stop,
community
stop,
allows
stop,
that.
No, we're not
Now
allowing
listen.
that. Yeah.
We're your new managers.
Yo, now listen, brother. You know what? Yeah, that can't be allowed. And even you when no one's gonna let you do
You
the
have to
humble
get
thing,
paid. You have to get paid, man. You have to get paid,
And
man.
Quincy has to get paid. We're
Yeah.
not doing this charity.
This is why
thing.
when Quincy was breaking it
the brothers
down,
need to eat.
That's why Quincy was
Yeah.
breaking it down. Say, yo, boom, you know what? We can do this and we can do that. I said, you know, alright, cool. Do you know what I mean? Let's do it. Do you know what I mean?
So Quincy's thinking about the bag.
Yeah,
He's-
Quincy.
he's-
Yeah, he was thinking like he's
Smart
making sure
man.
that he was making sure that we get the bag.
Because it's only
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
only one fight. Someone's
Yeah.
got to lose, someone's got to win. So
Win,
make
yeah.
sure everybody gets
Everybody-
something out of
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
It's simple.
definitely.
Because man can't be putting their brand or anything on the line. Like when you step in the ring, it's serious, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you could be. I'm not saying you, but this is why man don't do combat sports, because you could have a crowd full of people there cheering you on. And they got to hold your legs up in the air and fucking put cold compressed by your neck. Get me? Imagine you're that guy though. It
That's
can
a
happen.
question.
It happens with weaker people.
Do you train boxing?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. You see now, yeah, I accepted the fight.
Yes.
Once I accepted the fight, I'm getting called left, right, and center.
Come and train.
Nah.
Oh.
He's a boxer.
Yeah.
He's a boxer.
Meaning he's a boxer.
Yeah, he's a boxer,
Okay,
just.
Quincy, go on.
Like, what have you done? What have you signed up to? So you know I'm saying them like this. What the fuck does this mean, bro?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking to myself, bro.
Means he's got the footwork.
Yeah. Which I'm like, what the fuck does it mean though? I swear I fought like a couple of UFC mans and a couple of boxers on the road and knocked them out.
Yeah, I hear
What
that.
does this mean to me?
Yeah.
Are you not trying to
Ben
film?
Grimm. Ben Grimm,
Mike,
fantastic
see,
thought.
my guys.
I said he fought some UFC guys.
My guys.
I heard that.
No, for
I
real.
know what it means. MMA and that, innit?
Yeah. So my guys are like, hey, he doesn't even know what he's done to himself. Because my guys, they already know, yo.
What rules are you like talking about? Gloves? What is it? Like every
Yeah,
UFC?
like boxing.
Yeah,
So we're
alright,
proper
cool.
doing boxing.
Yeah, cool.
No head guards. Do
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're really going for it. So
Yeah.
from there, when I heard he does boxing, and I'm sitting there, one of my brethren hit me up and said, one of my old school brethren used to be the neighborhood bully Debo.
Yeah.
He used to fuck me up all the time. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I remember I used to always try to fight this guy, but he became a boxer, Aussie. He became a boxer. You know what I mean? He retired now. You know what I'm saying? So he said to me, "Yo, boom, you know Aussie does box." I said, "Yeah, I know." And imagine I wasn't even thinking of Aussie at the time. So I was like, you know what? Why not make Aussie train me? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I started doing the training, I can't lie. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I know that I trained and I kept myself fit, but I realized
a
doing
different
that
level.
boxing
It's a
kind of
different
training, long. Forget the weights. Like that. Do the weights, but forget like trying to do it every day kind of thing. I realized it's a fitness, like proper fitness thing.
Yeah,
Because when man started sparring, I was out of breath on that first round. And then the first round I said to myself, we don't need a bounce in arms.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need a bounce.
Huggathon.
Yeah.
We don't need a huggathon.
I said we don't need a bounce in arms. You get what I'm saying?
Big up Bouncer set him up still. Bouncer
He
dealt
did.
with that proper, you know.
Yeah. But what's it called? So from there, just started working on cardio on a mad intense kind of level. Do you get what I'm saying? And the more
Skipping rope.
yes, yeah, bro, I've got all of these things in my car right now. If somebody told me let's go gym right now, it's the bag, the glove, they're all in the car right now. It's all patterned.
Yeah. You're moving like a
Basically,
boxer
what
now,
you're
mate.
saying,
Yeah, bro,
is
yeah.
the details are
living
still
it.
being sorted out, but it's on the
Yeah,
cards.
so this is where everybody thinks that the fight is not happening.
Yeah, okay.
Because you see what we done, yeah? we've announced it and gave everybody, yeah, it's gonna be in March.
I think you lot said,
It's gonna be in March.
Yeah.
Then we pushed it back. Oh, it's gonna be in May.
Okay.
Then now, when we had somebody really step in and started giving us the whole content of how much things cost, because we were looking to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And then when we realized how much everything costs, it's like,
We need to get
mad.
someone on board.
Yeah, definitely need to get somebody on board. We need sponsors to come in. Do you know what I'm saying? We need certain license. Do you get what I'm saying? To even make the thing proper happen.
Maybe
So,
that would be the smarter way for Anthony Joshua to get involved.
Do you
Yeah.
wanna?
Get his
Is
voice
it gonna
out, do
be
the
just you two on? No,
there's gonna be undercards. They're definitely gonna be
Any exclusives on the undercards?
Do you know what?
Give us an exclusive, man.
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't know if Rix is still doing it, but I know Rix is supposed to be fighting Kid.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I know that. One of my co-hosts is still. He's gonna be fighting Kid. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you think that's a fair matchup? Because I've never met Rix. Is he like Kid sides? Because Kid's
How short is Kid?
Kid's called Kid for a reason, cuz.
Is he 5? What are we talking? Like, is he 5? Because
I don't know, bro. But
is he 5'5"? Is he?
I don't know, bro. He was sitting here and he's.
That's the guy who was here last week with Chinks.
Yeah, Kid.
Yeah, Rix is taller than him.
bro.
Rix is definitely taller than him. But I think it's a.
Who wasn't
I
fighting
think it's
him,
a
man? He's
perfect
cool, man.
matchup still. Because Kid goes gym and Kids is strong, and Rix is strong too.
Have they
Do you
got
know what I'm
beef?
saying?
Like they got beef or something?
Nah, Rix called him out for some reason.
Yeah, Rix called him out
Like, I don't
still.
know why this guy's called me out. That's what Kid said. I don't know why this guy tried to call me out. You know, like, but he's
you know what,
accepted
I will
it.
say
Yeah.
this, listening to you
I
now,
think Kid definitely
I
accepted
hope it happens, man, because you know when I saw
That's
it,
gonna happen, bro.
When I saw it, I was proper gassed, you know, and I said, you know what, this one will catch the ends in it, and like I say, just like a hit record in it, unless the ends catch it, it never gets that heat. Yeah. So for me.
This is
I
one
hear a
that
lot
they-
of what's
they
going
were
on. You know, I hear the gigs and spray, which I think I don't know if I'm really.
not
a
as
supporter
organic
of that,
as this one.
but this one, I'm like, yeah, man.
Because
I'd
you know,
pay
for what I know, Quincy's a proper fighter.
Okay,
Do you know what I'm saying? For what
okay.
I know. And
Yeah,
the
I know people that know him well, but
and
I
the
don't
stories
know, I
that
didn't know
the
that
stories
back-
I've heard.
Has Quincy stayed consistently training though? I feel like he's only,
Nah, he hasn't. He
So
hasn't. He
he's
hasn't.
and he's getting
Because-
on in age as well.
Yeah.
Like,
No. In this fight,
Yeah.
I will say he hasn't. Because I think
no, but on the run up to this fight, before, was he training in the last couple of years?
For what I heard and what he told me is, yeah, he has.
Oh,
he has
shit, okay.
been training. He has been.
So he goes
keeping-
boxing, gym, keeps it
and all that.
straight,
Yeah,
like-
so he keeps it. He
Yeah,
keeps
man,
it
go
like
on.
that.
So right now he's the favorite.
Yeah.
He's the favorite on the cards.
Yeah.
From what you're saying.
Yeah, he's the favorite right
But
now.
I
in the
feel
cards.
your energy though. I feel your energy.
But he's
I'm
gonna
like,
lose.
Oh, I can feel your energy.
He's definitely
still.
gonna lose.
I can
Do you get
feel
what
your
I'm saying?
energy. I can feel
It's
it.
not
I can
even.
feel
It's
it.
not. It's not.
So tell us about the training. How's the training going? Like, I mean, the actual boxing training.
Bro.
You're working with what we say his name is
Ozzy.
Oz.
Yeah, Ozzy.
What's it, has he got a gym? Has he got a?
Nah, you know what? He hasn't got a gym, but he takes me to different kind of gyms.
Big
You
up
know what
Oz,
I'm saying?
man.
Yeah,
You know what I
big
mean?
up
So
Oz.
he takes me to bare different gyms and everything. And
So how long has it been? You've been training with him now? How long's it been?
oh man, I started December.
December, yeah.
I started
Time
this.
flies, isn't it?
Yeah.
This was
And we're in
Yeah.
what are we now? April.
Yeah.
Middle of
End
April.
of April, man.
Yeah, so
The end of April.
Yeah, so I'm still
Yeah.
training. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still training with him and everything. Like I've picked up a lot. It's made me become a boxer now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
love that,
Do you
love
love
that.
the sport though?
I love the sport, but I hate the training.
Yeah.
The training is too intense.
Yeah, it's-
but you,
You know-
go
you
back.
know
You,
what,
you know,
no,
you
no.
go back
Do
because
you
you
do it
need to
though?
do.
You do it, right?
Of course, I do
You
it.
see all the best boxers.
I do it.
They will tell you, enough times after they tell you I used to hate the training.
Yeah.
I hate the
Boy.
training.
You're ticking all the
'Cause it's-
boxes,
it's
my
mad.
man.
It's mad, bro, because you know what you're doing.
Boxing training is the only thing that made me vomit, apart from like clean and jerks.
Bro,
Yeah,
do you
that
know?
shit
Do you know
made
what's
me
so
throw up.
crazy? Do you know?
First time.
Do you know what's
Lewis
so
Joe.
crazy? Yeah, it's very intense. Like you gotta do these. I call it the Spider-Man on the floor. Then you go back. Then go back up, and then go. Then you do the press ups. Then you go back. Then you
Circuit training.
Yes,
innit?
a mad
Yeah.
circuit training. Then when you get up, boom, you gotta run. You gotta run like bam, and then run back and jog. I mean, it's like I'm like, yo, brother.
It's like bare
I'm not
supersets
like
for cardio.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's
Then
not-
after you do all of that, then you gotta do
Still gotta put
hard
your
work
strength
and
in.
everything, and then you gotta hold your hand up, and your hand gets tired, and then when it
Yeah.
goes down, you go home,
Shoulder.
you chill out,
Running.
bro.
And it's on again.
Yeah, bro, it's like some 2-hour, 3-hour training you're doing. Yeah, you go home, you chill out, you wake up, there's bare pains that you didn't even think.
Ah, yeah.
Where, Where was
you know what I
this
mean?
bed?
get used
Bruv,
to
I'm
it, though.
listening to you and I'm thinking to myself, how blessed is it that you can do it though? Enough man can't do it, you know.
Yeah,
You're
facts.
talking about it like you just pick it up and you're doing it, and I'm like, blood clot, that's heavy in
Bro,
itself.
yeah,
man.
because you know it's like your mental has to be ready for that training.
Yeah, man.
Do you get what I'm saying? And when you're doing it, and then you're doing it. I tell you now, when I'm doing these boxing training, forget my whole day. It's done.
Yeah.
Like forget my whole day.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
chilling,
it's a
bro.
write-off.
There's no point on me. Yo, like
Yeah.
I'm mash up.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Do you know what
You
I
used to do
think?
boxing training as well. Do you still
Grew
do?
up doing it.
Yeah. How long have you been
Regular.
doing it for?
On and off, like since I was a kid. So since
Well,
I was
I
like
love
8.
that.
My dad was a boxer, innit?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
from
yeah.
then, I was always down the gym, involved in that type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't really go to boxing club or anything nowadays,
Yeah.
but the circuit, the skipping, burpees,
All these
all of
videos
that.
running through the woods, scaring
Like,
people.
it's part of my life.
Man running through
Yeah.
it's proper running through the woods and
With
that.
the chain and that.
I'm calling him Predator. I
Predator.
said, bro, if somebody sees you right now, bro, the man's got a big
That on your
chain on.
Insta, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Man's
say
got a
that.
big weighted chain on.
I love that.
They see
I love
me.
that.
Like running, doing like logs and that, doing
Yeah.
things. He's
Do you know
always got
what?
some mad
Do
scenery.
you know what? Yeah, I've just implied. Yeah, I put like rocks inside my bag.
Man.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
And I'm
To
running
weight it
with
up.
it.
Yeah.
I'm running with it. So I
Rocks in your
like
bag,
man
running
waking
with
up.
rocks.
Congo style, innit?
Yeah, man, waking up like 4 or 5
Do you know, I
o'clock in
think
the morning.
it's
going
the
running.
functional thing,
5 o'clock
innit?
runs.
Yeah.
I noticed that they love to do that still.
Yeah, like
5 o'clock
because you know
runs.
why?
It's crazy.
It's better when you run like that, like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's no cars on the road.
Yeah.
So you're on that
Yeah.
road, so
Yeah.
you're just doing your run
Yeah.
properly. Do you get what I'm saying? And you're just. It's like a ghost
It's a
town
vibe.
outside.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
vibe.
good vibe.
And it's a nice
And you got
hour
your
to be out,
headphones.
innit? Yeah.
You just gotta make sure you got the right old
Right
school
tunes.
Mob Deep.
What do you listen
or
to? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Mob
Mob
Deep,
Deep,
like
go on.
murder
Mob-
music
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
DMX.
kill him.
Yeah, like, so you're psyched in that zone because
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. You're just running, and the next thing you know, you're like, "Rah, I'm in West End."
I'm still here.
Yeah, like I'm in West End already.
Yeah,
Rah,
right.
you know what I'm
West End,
saying?
that's a West End.
Boom, and then you turn around, you come back home. When you let that, you put those bags down, you sit down, have something to, and then you rest again. You just feel these mad pains.
Yeah.
Feel like your legs are mashed
But
up.
are you doing anything like? Are you doing stretches and stuff
Straight,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
You getting
Definitely.
massages?
Nah.
Nah.
Do you know I ain't done no massages because I just turned around and said to somebody like, I need to get my massages, man.
Yeah, you need to get
because
massages,
My
man, to
body's
help
just
with
getting
the-
all intense, like
Yeah,
you
you
get me,
need
and I just keep
stay
stretching,
loose.
keep
You
stretching
definitely
and
need to
everything.
stay loose.
Big
for
up
the
Meta
fighting
Touch. I
thing.
got a
You know what I mean?
massage
Stay loose.
yesterday. Meta Touch at the 420 festival. Happy 420 people.
Yeah, big up. You're dating our show though, still.
Oh no, sorry.
But I can't lie, the
Big up the
training,
420 gang.
the training part.
You don't want no part of that smoking, right?
I know, man.
You
None.
don't even smoke, but you don't want no part of
Yeah.
that smoking.
But yeah, the training part, very difficult. Do you know what I mean? Even the sparring, like doing bag work and combination is totally different to
What
sparring.
do you think about when you're like, see when you're at that point where you want to give up, and I know you must have reached that point where not even that, or do you? Do you
No,
ever
bro,
want to
like
give
the-
up?
Nah, bro, I
Like
was
through the training?
bro. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what? When you're doing like when you got to do the press ups, yeah, and then they've got this timer on, yeah, and you just got to keep going. So it's like you're going, and when you're feeling your whole body's all shaking, yeah. It's like you pull up and then you hold for a second, and then go back down,
back.
and then
And
put it
go
back
again,
up
yeah.
again, and you're just like, bruv. Done the timer now. When
Time slows.
Yeah,
Time will
slow.
just
So
I've
what you
seen
gotta
10
do?
seconds go like
Yeah,
half hour.
when, you know what's crazy? You know when it's crazy? He's telling you know what he tells you? Yeah, 10 minutes left.
Mad.
Wait, in 10 minutes gone already.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Where's the 10 minute?
when it's-
Yeah, 5 minutes. You're like, bro, I swear you said 10
If
minutes
it's like
ago.
the shuttle runs thing as well.
Yeah.
Same.
So
yeah,
what
yeah.
thoughts go through your mind? What do you focus on? Do you see Quincy knocked out on the floor?
Nah, do you know what?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Do you know what? Do you know
what
what?
visions are getting you through this?
This is like me a bit giving my secret away, but
I was thinking that, you know,
Yeah,
they're giving
this-
a lot away. If he's watching this,
yeah,
he's
this is
going
the
to
way
take a
of
lot
me.
from this.
This is the way of me giving a bit of my secret away. But I'm not gonna lie. When I'm doing those kind of intense training and I feel like I want to give up here, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know my brother's not here yet, but I just see my brother sometimes be like, "Who are you, bro? Get up!" Like you don't. I've never known you to give up. I don't know you. You're my go-to guy. You're my warrior. You're my go-to guy with anything. Or I just get my flashback of like back home when I was helpless and I couldn't do nothing even to try and fight back. So at that moment, it's like we're not that kid no more, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're
we
fighting.
can do
Let's
this.
fight. Let's get up, bro. Let's do it. So boom, and then I just, you know what I mean? Like, like even when I
gonna
was
be a
in the
good
ring,
fight, you know?
you're like,
It'll be a good fight, you know?
so even when I was in the ring, yeah, and I remember like my first sparring session, I was gassed out. That first round, I was gassed out. Yeah. The second round, and imagine I'm sparring my coach.
Yeah,
He's a boxer. And we're not wearing no head guards. Because I said to him, I don't want no head guards. Do you know what I'm saying? I need this. Do you get what I'm saying? So when he's hitting me and I'm like, yo, later, what we doing? Do you get what I'm saying? Wake up. So then I would shake up a bit and then come back and boom, boom, boom. And then move back a little bit because I know that the energy's gone down. And when it goes down and I'm just trying to hold myself and move away. Yeah, just move away. Boom, boom, boom. And then fight a bit more. And when the bell goes, I'm like, bloody hell, bruv. And then he goes, yeah, we got one more round. I'm like, one more round. And then I'm like, taking a big breath. Take it down, boom. And then this is where the strategy comes into play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah, because now it's like you're going, you know.
Just classify.
It's like, that's what I said, I'm letting a bit too much of my secret out.
So you mentioned your brother. You said that he's not here. So what's the kind of story around losing a brother?
Do you know what? Yeah, me and my brother was basically we was on the road, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that I glorify the road thing, like never have, never will. We just on the road making money. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's like I think it was just a set of wrong place at the wrong time, man. He got killed, bro. He got shot. Like that was my right hand.
Yeah.
What
was the age difference between you and your brother?
Actually, it wasn't even far enough. I was like, what, 21? And he was 20 when he died.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
So, imagine every day being with somebody every day, and when you're going home, you're linking up and we're just talking about the whole day.
Talking about the whole
day, like, right, boom, boom, boom. And you'd be like, hey, what you doing with your money kind of thing?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What you doing with the money? Bro, I'm just stacking it. You told me not to spend it, innit? Because he started it before me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He started it before me, so he's my teacher. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm learning from him.
Yeah.
So he say, yo, right, do this, stack your one or something. I'm just stacking it. You go, yeah, good, man. Trust me, man. Just keep stacking it. I'll let you know when it's time to go shopping so we can start balling properly. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, boom, boom. So I always look to him to those kind of things.
Yeah.
And when that happened, when he got killed, I felt vulnerable. I felt helpless. I felt like I just went back into a dark place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw my interview with the RTM, and I was explaining like I was that kid that was vulnerable and I couldn't do nothing and you're trying to escape from a reality. You know what I mean? And being in that kind of place and him dying, it brought me right back to that place.
Like back to the Congo.
Yeah.
So obviously, not to like cut off, but like, do you ever talk about what you experienced in Congo?
No, I don't. That was actually the first time I actually spoke about it. Like witnessing, like being a part, like coming back home, my auntie getting raped, uncle getting, you know what I'm saying, getting raped, all of that, and you know what I mean, watching that.
So they did this in front of you, look.
Yeah, me and my cousin there. Do you know what I'm saying? They did that when we were young. Do you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, my cousin had to pick a life.
So I've heard about this.
Do you know what I mean? Had to pick a life where his mum had to convince him to do her instead of me. You see what I'm saying? I know people was like, bro, what happened? What, like, if they did that to you, to your uncle, what happened to you? What do you mean what happened to me? I was getting boxed. I was getting guns in my face. Like, I'm getting the same treatment as like, not probably to the extreme as how my uncle and auntie got it or what happened.
They actually raped your uncle?
Yeah, bro. Yo, this is men, bro.
And would you say that was common of these type of... Well, what are they? What are they? Rebels? Who are these people?
They're known as rebels.
Rebels, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't... You got to remember, yeah, that's my first time witnessing something like that.
Yeah.
of course.
I'm what? 5 years old?
Yeah, imagine, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Nope. You're 5, 6 years old, you're witnessing something. Like, right, what's going on here?
You seen Beast of No Nations?
I seen that movie.
How did it make you feel when you watched it?
To be honest with you, yeah, I didn't watch that movie like in all. I watched it like in parts.
Because you couldn't take it all?
Yeah, because I couldn't. Do you know sometimes when you're watching a movie and you see a part, rewind.
Yeah.
And then when you rewind it quickly, and then you see something, you're like, it's not making sense to me. So you just got to go back and make it make sense of why he got to where the situation that happened, and you're like, wow. So, but more time, yeah, when I'm watching, if I watch those kind of things, no word of a lie, when I watch those kind of things, yeah, I'm more like, I'll be like, oh man, get up. Like pretend like I'm going to get something in
Yeah, like kind of break it up a bit.
So you know, but you're hearing.
So you're not getting sucked in too much.
You're hearing. Or sometimes I just more time I'll do just rewind, and even when I saw the part like he was raping the kid. Do you get what I'm saying? It was like, to me it was like,
that was a mad part. Yeah, it was mad.
Yeah, it was like, yo, bruv, what the fuck are you thinking in your mind to even be doing those kind of things? What's going on? But I get it. For them, it was more like they're on drugs.
Yeah.
They're on drugs. So you see, even watching that film, it made me feel like what they were doing, not a normal human being will be able to do that. You have to be on something to be doing that.
Do you think that it was? Do you think it was quite realistic? That film, like
no,
not really,
man. Do you know what? I'm gonna be real with you, yeah. Do you know if you really want to show somebody the realness of what's really going on, show it. Don't be doing no PG shit on it.
Yeah.
Show it so people can understand the trauma that's really coming from that.
You seen Johnny Mad Dog? That's a bit more raw. No, that's more about child soldiers and stuff like that.
No, I haven't seen Johnny Mad Dog, but because you said that, I'm gonna go watch that now.
That film, that is a lot more intense. I think it's a lot more intense. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But
I think like show it. Like you need to understand that. I know when people turn around and say, "Oh yeah," I know sometimes people will be looking, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's a warrior. He's a rare." Like, bruv, do you know how much I hold inside?
Of course.
Do you know what I have to do? Like how I gotta program my brain, my mind, not to lose myself, not to go crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know like I suppress a lot of things.
So what do you do to diminish that? What do you do like to get some of that stress off? How do you unburden yourself, or do you have any outlets?
Do you know what?
Boxing might be a thing that's probably helped you a bit, like getting to that exhaustion level. But
nah, do you know what? I think over the years I just learned. I dealt with so much rage and anger, and anger. Do you get what I'm saying? Which, like I said, like even like when I have a drink and I have my outburst.
Yeah, I could imagine that would be a mad.
My outburst was mad.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Like literally mad to a point. Like I fell out with a couple of my friends because my trauma is coming out.
Of course,
my anger, everything is coming out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, yo, you lot are not there. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this and where we talking about boom, 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 and all of those kind of rage. But I think what I had to do for myself was, I had to pull myself away from everybody. And I just started meditating and then suppressing certain things. And you know what I mean? I just created a happy place for myself when I meditate. I just created a happy place and go somewhere where it's just peaceful.
Yeah.
And I just don't think about it. And when it does try to come to my brain, I'm like, oh, like I'll say it out loud. I'll be like, whoa, what we doing?
Some would say, I'm just going to be real with you, because I got, you know what I mean? Some would say, you can't suppress it forever. I don't know how real that is, but I could see it as being something that could be a potential ticking time bomb. When the man them go through certain traumas, we soldier through. I say we, because I feel like I go through certain traumas, not like yours, but still, we shouldn't compare traumas. Trauma's trauma, innit?
Yeah.
It's just man over empathizes with the levels of things that you've experienced compared to what I've experienced. So I see the reality. But one man's floor is another man's ceiling.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So we don't know how things affect different people, and everyone's got a different makeup. I say that to say this, bro. Like, I'm not a man that believes in therapy. I don't know if that's... I don't believe in therapy.
Yeah, I don't believe in that either.
But I still believe that a man must discover his own therapy. And from what you described to me, when that thing starts creeping up, I feel like us as men, we need better techniques than to suppress it down. Like we need something else. There needs... Do you know what I mean? This is something we don't talk about. The man them needs something else, you know.
I agree with you, yeah. Do you know who I used to express it more to? It's the person that I'm not with anymore. He's dead. That's why
that's real.
That's even worse. That's a double trauma.
That's who I used to break this down to. Do you know? My thing was more like
he was he around? Was it? Yeah, he was. He was a bit before.
He was
too young to really remember shit. Really.
To be honest with you, he wasn't even in like you lot got to remember there was a war.
Yeah.
Like I come from a wealthy background. My dad, my granddad was a diplomat.
Okay.
My dad was a diamond trafficker.
Raw.
Do you get what I'm saying? So you're going to private school. You're going. You know what I'm saying? So like. When
in
that
Congo,
in Congo, yeah. So my first language is actually French. It's not even the
I was going to ask you that.
my first language is actually French. It's not like the Lingala. That's not my. I learned how to speak that over here in my household, with my mum and all that. Yeah, but when you when that happened, they were gone. They got evacuated quickly. So
how come you got left behind then?
Bro, you got evacuate. My granddad had to come back.
Situations messy.
Oh, so you just had, I get you,
Imagine I'm going home now. The teacher is telling me and my brothers to go home. We're running. I'm seeing them getting licked down, and I'm the last one. Do you know what I'm saying? One of my brothers stops to turn around to try and say, "Yo, come." He gets licked down. Do you know what I mean? Woman grabs me and puts me on the shed. I had to burst and just run all the way back home.
When you got home, madness.
So
madness.
Can I ask, what's the shooting about?
You're basically running into it in a way.
Yeah, I'm
you
running
probably
into
could
it.
have run a different way if you
I should have just stayed in the shed basically when the woman grabbed me. I should have just stayed in that shed. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is like you think the first place you're gonna feel safe is in your home, innit?
Yeah,
because you're staying away from
your child anyway. You're what, 6? You're saying?
Yeah, like 5, 6 years old. You gotta remember, in Africa it's totally different. You can go to school at 5 years old by yourself.
No, I get that.
Yeah, like you're advanced like way faster than anything. You know
a quick question. How's the Congo now?
Right now, I think right now there's a war. It's mad right now, bro.
War still.
Yeah, with Rwanda right now.
Exactly.
It's mad. Like they killing people on a mad tip, bruv. Do you know what I'm
just
saying?
not in the press as such.
They're not, bro. This has been going on for a minute. They just don't. They don't push it in the front at the front, especially when you know the people that are behind it, the English and Belgium and France and America. Why are they going to promote that?
Do you know it's crazy? I have a
before you do that, I just want to just wrap up on the actual story. How did you get out of that?
My granddad, they left. The rebels left, came back, got my cousin.
The same cousin that had to choose.
Yeah.
So he was a bit older than you.
Yeah, he was a bit older than me. But we're sleeping in that. They left, they came back, but we were sleeping in the house with the dead bodies. Yeah. So when my granddad come and grab man, like he just come, grab man, and yeah, I didn't even speak, bro.
You seen your cousin again?
Never seen him. I would like to.
Is he still alive? You don't even know. You don't know what happened to him.
Don't know, bro.
So would he be classed as? Did they take him to be a child soldier? Was they doing that thing?
Do you know what?
Do you know?
Do you see that movie? You said. I was thinking to myself, maybe this is what they turned him into.
Maybe.
Yeah, I said maybe that's what they turned him into.
That's because I got a close friend, or a good friend, big up Billy, yeah, and he brought me his storyline. He wrote a book, and he brought me. He's from Congo as well, and he brought it to me, and I read it. And at the time, I was trying to see if I could open any avenues for it. I know he still got it, but it's deep listening to because it's the same energy I read in his manuscript.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah. When I told this story on the RTM, yeah, at first I was like, yo, why did I tell that story, bro? Because that's
Did you go into all of what you went into with us?
Yeah, but more in details. Not even more in detail, but a little bit more. But but
why you say why? Why did you say why?
I said, why did I even tell that story? Because it was like, nah.
It's a deep one, isn't it? It's like,
why am I? Why? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Why?
Who's the artist? Do you know the artist that kind of blew up off all of that? I don't know if it's Congo, but it's an artist, isn't there, over the last, say, 15, 20 years. Because I knew one of the girls, I think his name was Kemi, that was working with him. But he was on a lot of the shows, and he was a child soldier. That's what he came from. That's what he said he was. I'm sorry to forget the name. It will come to me.
But yeah, I was just more like, why did I even reveal that? Because they don't understand it. And people turning around saying to me, bro, is that true though? Well, is that true? What do you mean, bro?
Is that true?
I'm the one that went through it, bro. I'm the one that went through it. You wouldn't even comprehend.
Did you get people that went through it reaching out to you?
Yeah. And you know, it was more like, rah, you went through that. And even when I was speaking to one of my brethren, a big friend, she was like, rah, like, I was a youth standing on the bound, like they shooting. I'm hearing bullets whistling past the ears and everything. So,
man start feeling like they can tell you about their
yeah.
story.
So you know what? It just feels like it's like, rah. I guess I'm not the only one that's dealing with this kind of madness.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You're not.
Do you know what I
His
mean?
name's Emmanuel Jah.
Okay.
Emmanuel Jah. He's coming out of Sudanese, South Sudan. But he's a Canadian artist. That's where he got to, Canada, and he done it. I remember being around him and having some conversations with him, just briefly, but that's where I really got highlighted back in the day. This is 2009. But, yo, bro, listen to me, man. I feel inspired by it, mate. Because at the end of the day, when I listen to you talk about it, it just makes me think, like, right, you done all of that, and look at you now, and here you are, and you see your energy, like, you're still up for it, innit? You could still... Like, you can still do whatever you want to do. And I'm like, to go through all of that and get to this stage in your life and still be active in whatever you're going to be active in. I'm like, come on, man, that's your spirit, man. That's your energy, man. Yeah, so none of it tore you down. You get me?
Do you know what's funny you say that? Because it's what sometimes, I look at my life and I'll be like, nothing can't be too hard because you've already gone through the...
You've already gone through the hardest.
Yeah, man.
And you're not even
couple hard
supposed...
things.
Yeah, and you're never supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And all in all, like, it's like, sometimes I sit down and I'll be like, rah. Like I said, like, me and my brother used to speak and my brother would be like, rah, like, when you get into a situation, why are you not afraid if somebody pulled out a knife or if somebody pulled out the gun and why would you... I was like, brother, if it was rain, innit?
Yeah,
but in all honesty, it was like...
You're desensitized, bro.
Yeah, in honor, he was saying to me, it's like, well, are you scared to die? And I was like, nah, bro. It's more like I just want to die. Because it's long being here. Like, why would the child go through so much?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why would somebody... And sometimes I feel like, I have my moment when I'm talking to God and I'm like, but why would you make a kid go through all of this?
That's a point, bro. What's your...
That's
what
real.
is that?
That's
You're
real.
touching on all the things I wanted to touch on and it's happening naturally, right? But I did have a few points I wanted to talk to you. And I did want to... You know why, bruv? When you messaged me, when I asked you to come on the show or whatever, like, one thing I say about you, bro, is your humility is like a superpower, bruv. Yeah? Like, your humbleness in the way you responded to man, and then the level of realness in which you was talking to me, and you don't really know me from nowhere, but I guess it's just an energy thing. But you just saying, yeah, bruv, rare. And I just think, rah, a brother like this actually is an inspiration to many people that have gone through traumas and stuff like that. But I also know that their story is very important to highlight in a real way, innit? I just want to like really get the story out in a real way about who you are. So you've experienced all of this and you've made it here. I always wanted to know whether you thought God saved you or like why you in it. I always wanted to know what you thought about it because I never really hear you speak about religion or whatever. So where are you at with that?
I'm not gonna lie, I turned my back on God.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Angry at God and
that. When my brother died, I turned my back on God. Like I blatantly turned I believed in God, but I never prayed like that. You know what I'm saying? I never prayed like that. Do you know what I mean? And at the same time, I didn't really give a damn about life. Do you know what I mean? You gotta remember, like, I've come from the Congo, come to England, then I'm getting into this situation, and I'm fighting people in the ends, and I'm like, it's not intentionally for you to try and build yourself up on a ranking so no one can't mess with you. It's just that the anger that I endured so much is just poured out. Yeah, it's just
this is the right place to pour this out into the streets.
Do you know what I mean?
Perfect place to pour out the anger and your rage.
Do you know what I mean? So it's pouring
where there's no rules. You get me? I just do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People are looking at you. One thing I hate is when people call me like, you're mad.
Yeah.
But I hate that when they say, you're psycho, you're crazy. Like, I don't like that because what makes me mad, bro? Yeah. Why can't I not be?
You want to be you.
Yeah, like, why can't you not just take it? Do you know what I mean? At some point, why can't you just take it at some point? Because I'm taking yours. And I'm not judging you lot from your one.
We have to pause.
I wasn't even. I wasn't even. It was nah.
What you giggling at? What you giggling
I was because the realness of being in a situation where everyone's like, yeah, you're this, you're that, and actually like you're dealing with all of their stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever the thing is, you're.
And I'm not saying you're mad.
I get that.
But I'm taking your shit. So when my brother died, it was like, yo, why him?
Yeah.
Bro, look all the madness that I've done. You take him.
Yeah.
Like, why did you take him?
So you're getting spared twice now.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm saying, it's like yo, but bro, like I'm the one that's keeping up with the madness.
Yeah.
Bro, you know my mum believed that. My mum actually, in her soul, she always know that she was gonna lose me.
Yeah.
Because of the way I was just moving.
Right.
Never thought in a million years it would.
Didn't even consider him.
Yeah, at all. Do you know, like, that's mad. And you also know, like, that should have never reached him. The person that should have reached them kind of things to is more like me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And just to clear the record straight, yeah, it's not what I did that put my brother in that situation. No. It's got nothing to do with none of that. It's got nothing to do with whatever. You get what I'm saying? Yeah? But it was just like, yo, I can't lie, bro. I disowned God. I was disowned God, and I even turned up my madness even more on a different scale.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? On a different scale, like, it was just like, yo, bruv, it's either... one, I said to myself, because he died, I ain't dying. At that point, I said, I'm not dying in no man's hand. You got me? No one ain't gonna shoot me. No one ain't gonna stab me. No one ain't gonna. I'm not dying. Like you know, I've been stabbed. I've been shot. Like I'm not dying. I'm not allowing that to happen to me. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was just one of them ones I just disowned God, in a whole kind of way, because I felt like later you take the one person, bro, that understands me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know when you have that one? Now I don't have no. Right now, I still don't have no one that understands me.
Yeah. So that was like a hole that can't really be plugged. Or
you can't
a
replace
position that can't be replaced, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm saying?
You know, I ain't lost a sibling like that, so it's a big fear. Do you know what I mean?
And yeah, the maddest thing was then I got when I got arrested for an M charge, and then. It was like just sitting there, thinking to myself, it is what it is.
When you got arrested for the M charge, did you then think about God? Did you then think like, God, no, like, I know we ain't been chatting for a minute.
No, do you know what it was?
Really?
This is, to me, it was more like, all the things, you make them nick me for something that I didn't even do. I said, what kind of punishment are you giving me here? Why are you trying to teach me here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of all the things that you give me, like, you make them nick me for something that I didn't even do. Like, why not make them put me in it for something that
something I've done? Or,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So, I'm sitting there. Yeah, it's more like I'm just stressed thinking, like, I'm on this M thing. But
so you're on remand, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on remand. I'm like, cool, don't worry about it. Then I get the news that I'm having a child.
Fuck it, yeah.
That's when God kicks in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when God really kicked in. It's like, I remember when I heard the news, I cried. Do you know what I mean? I cried like, I'm pregnant. I was like, wow. But I cried all for like, I'm going to let you deal with this situation alone. And then he's going to actually grow up and not knowing life, not having me in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another rage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like every day now, it's like I'm just praying to God, Bible in my hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Mans are coming to my flat. My bedroom Mac will come in my flat, will see me with the Bible on my chest. I'm saying, yo, association. Yo, right now I'm praying. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying right now. I'll come out later. I'm fasting. I'm doing all my fast, everything.
So where are you getting these spiritual practices from? Like,
my mum.
Your mum, these are the type of things she does?
Yeah, my mum.
Fast and praise.
Yeah,
and
my mum. Yeah. So I would call my mum, she'd tell, do a 3 days fast.
Yeah.
So,
I want to do a fast, It's funny you mentioned that today.
Yeah,
That's all good, man.
Yeah, do a 3 day fast. So she said to me, like, take a cup, put water in there, and put the Bible on top of it and pray, and then bless the room and then drink that water. And I start, whatever my mum was telling me, I start projecting my energy and believing everything that she's saying, and when I'm reading and everything, and I'm like, rah. So when I'm reading certain things, and I'm like, rah. Is it Jacob that they threw in prison for how many years? And it's not Jacob. I think it's Jacob.
Jacob or Job? Jacob.
No, not Job. I know the story.
You know the story of Job.
Job, yeah.
Was it? Who's Jacob thrown in? Was he thrown in with the lions?
Yeah.
Daniel was with the
Daniel
Lions.
with the Lions.
Daniel was the line. Yeah. Daniel was the line in the.
And he was our show, he was present as well. He had a few little trials.
Yeah. So and I'm reading these stories, and I'm reading a lot of these stories, and I'm saying to myself, right, like all of these people that God picked,
Been through madness.
they've gone through some madness. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, why are you picking the mad ones? You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I'm thinking to myself, are you trying to tell me something, or are you trying to lead me somewhere?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, when I'm in there fasting and everything, me and God make a plea. So I make my plea with God. Like I tell him, yo, I would, my promise to you is this.
Boom. Just get me out of it.
Yeah, because I need to get back onto my...
Yeah, just get me out of
And
it.
on top of that now, the news, my son is born. I'm like, blood.
Son as well.
I did that in the Old Bailey cell. I remember saying to myself, I was reading the walls. You know, there's always graffiti, right?
Yeah. People are writing certain things.
I'm looking for a sign in the walls, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, I've tried. Listen, I said, listen, God, Yahweh, Allah, whatever your name is, any God, anywhere, whoever you are that really exists, except for the devil, yeah? Whoever you are that actually really exists, and if you can hear me, work with me one more time, my brother. Like, get me out of there. I can't. This is
long.
I'm in the Old Bailey, bro. Like me. Like, this is a mad thing. Come on, like. You know what I mean? I mean,
come on. You know what I mean?
In one way or another, it works, innit?
Yeah,
But at that point in time, bro. But I say that because I just know that desperation kind of makes man turn to certain things, and I feel that if you've got a spiritual or religious background or religious people around you, it's an avenue you're gonna try. So you made the plea. You said, please.
Yeah, I made a plea. After I made that plea with God, I called my grandfather.
Yeah.
I called my grandfather and I said, yo, granddad, man. Like, you know, like I'm just having a conversation in my cell. Yeah.
This is the same granddad that came and got you.
Yeah. And my granddad is a warrior as well. So you see this warrior heart to like we don't give up. Fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see all of this like fighting. My granddad used to do this to me like in Congo, be like, I remember even in Congo, I got beat up by one youth, in Congo when I was young, My granddad was angry. Punished me. Like told me, yo, lay on the floor. Took a bucket away, threw it on me. The sound was booming. Said, don't ever lose a fight like that again in your life. Do you know who you are?
You mad, yeah.
Do you know what, like, if my sister, if I could call my sister right now and just tell my sister, hey, on the pod, yo, what kind of powers did they give me?
Yeah, I love that.
She would turn around and say to you, tradition.
Yeah.
Lion bone, elephant. I was washed with those.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So when my guys, we don't give up. So you see, when we're talking this boxing thing, in my head, I'm like, all my life I've been rolling around like it's like, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I don't care how strong you are.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out a way to beat you right there and then. You get what I'm saying? You are going to feel my. You know, sometimes when you fight somebody, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, like my trainer Ozzy used to fuck me up, but I never gave up, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it was at some point, I know in the back of his mind, he used to think, this is long fighting this little youth, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying? It's long fighting this little youth. Do you get what I'm saying?
Not giving up.
I'm not giving up, bruv. Like, it was like, nah, bro. The day I get even much more to my full potential to gain all my strength, and like, you're gonna know my strength. You get what I'm saying? So it was just one of them ones there, like, it's like, yo, like, we just don't give up. Like, everything that you go through, like, you're just not supposed to give up.
Would you call yourself a Christian?
I would say I'm no religion.
You're no religion.
Yeah, I'm no religion. I just feel like religion segregates people.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm no religion. I believe in God.
Believe in God,
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying? Yeah, I pray.
But what
I
is
do
God
my
to you,
fast.
man?
Huh?
What is God to you? What is it? What would God be,
Yeah.
really? God is so much different things to so many people, right? Would you
I
think?
don't know. I feel like for me, God would just be like this notion of a almighty or ultimate being that actually gives a fuck about anything you're doing down there. Yeah. If it ain't that, then it is what it is. If you don't care, because this is one of the options, could be that the one that created us and put us here is going about his business like a frog that just lays spawn. and has gone about his business. And we're here convinced that he's watching over us and we're
Why they always say he? Why they always say he? My thing is this: like, I think if God is to be believed, isn't God nature? You know, like when you look at nature,
that makes you a pagan. That makes you.
How is that a pagan?
That's what it is, isn't it? That paganism and whatnot is like.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but you know, is it fair to believe? Yeah, is it fair to say that they've just put all of these kind of things in our mind to make us think everything, so we just don't have really to think for ourselves? No, we shouldn't think for ourselves.
100%.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
But do you think that there is? Do you think? All right. Do you think we were created?
I believe that there must have been some sort of power that did create us.
Like, as in, there's something put humans here for a reason. We didn't just Big Bang.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
What you say? What you saying, Curtis?
I'm scared, man. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good
'cause
answer.
It can't be a Big Bang.
No, genuinely, and I don't have a proper belief because it's like I can say Big Bang as the creative act. Do you know what I mean? Big Bang is what I was growing up on, and I can entertain the fact that it might not be real because I was also brought up on Garden of Eden. But, do you know what I mean? I was literally brought up on two things, and then all I've done is find out more about those to get further from the truth or closer to the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, in that sense, like, I don't know.
I feel you what you're saying. Still.
It's a good answer, man.
What about you?
Well, what was the question?
Like basically your belief.
My belief is like I believe in a higher power, but I think that higher power is a collective between all of us. I think we're all spiritually connected.
Yes.
But I think when you look at television, you look at how society's developed over thousands of years, I think everything's designed to take us away from ourselves.
Yes.
Right.
But when you truly look within as you get older, if you're fortunate enough to, I think you find a power. And I think God is within. I think you're a God, I'm a God.
Yes.
Females are gods. I feel like we are this, but I don't... Listen, one thing about you that I've noticed since I've been getting to know you on this podcast here is like you're very educated in all of these things and you understand. I'm not going deep with it because I'm not educated enough in it.
Right.
I'm living in my lifetime and how I feel and what I've been through. Like even the other day, something happened where I thought something and then someone come round the next day and I was thinking about them. And I said, why'd you come round? And they said, you know, I was on the bus. I just got a feeling and got off the bus. To me, that's godly.
Yeah.
That's spiritual. Yeah. So for me, that's where I'm going with it. But
Those are the
there's a big
signs.
debate
You
right
see
now.
what you say? But those are the signs to make you know,
Yes.
who you are.
Yes, bro.
As a human being.
Like when I listen to you talking about what you've been through, sorry to cut you, I'm like, right, you're a warrior though, bro. You're fucking like, you're a proper African warrior. Like when you talk about how your people to say that they bath you, these are things people will laugh or look over.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
they're gonna
these
be
are
like,
real
yo,
things.
You know what I'm saying? But you see what I'm speaking about?
these
Yeah,
are
people
real
think like
things,
it's
man.
a joke, but
Yeah,
that's
they're
what
not,
I could call my sister right now, yeah.
Yeah, it's real.
I say, yo, sis, what did they do to me when I was a kid? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like she would say, yo, bro, she would laugh and say, they're not even gonna believe.
I remember we detached from that television. Like even when we was talking earlier, we was talking about how you grew up as an African guy here, and we was laughing, the boo-boo, the chat.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she with
all I,
Just want to say it again.
I did it.
He like it. 3 times he said it now, Justin. He like
don't
He's
try.
just rolling up the top.
terrible.
Did you ever call anyone a boo?
No.
Never?
No.
Did you?
No.
No.
Well done, man.
But I heard it though, but I never called
I
it.
definitely
But
laughed
I'm
at
saying
Africans,
to
man.
you,
Definitely thought
I definitely laughed at Africans, man. Like, come on, Lord.
You got me. But I was almost looking at it like back then.
Yeah.
It was like everyone's assimilating from their viewpoint or their foundation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, right now, what you understand of Africa and African culture, when you think back then, it was just pure ignorance in the UK to African culture.
I feel like it's the Britishness in a way.
Yeah, but it was like that once to Caribbean.
Yeah.
It was like that once to Italian, to Polish. Like
Everyone got it.
everyone got it.
But
It was
it's like-
Irish.
but it's like as soon as you've
Everyone got it.
assimilated, you can dish it out.
Yeah, I was going to say,
but
it's
then-
almost
but
like
What?
every
Yes,
newcomer
that's
gets
nice.
it.
Yeah.
And then
I feel
you
like-
now, it's your turn to give it.
Yeah.
Because guess what I see?
Well,
10, 15 years ago, I see one video, when videos on the phones first started coming out,
Grainy.
I remember seeing a video of the black woman talking to a Polish woman on the bus. And she's talking about, go back to your own country.
that's
The black woman was telling the Polish woman, go back to... And I was like,
Mad, innit?
we've landed now, you know. We're comfy in there now. We got our foot under the table. We're telling next people
To go back
fuck
to their
off.
country.
Really? Imagine that.
But there's
I
little
never-
things
I
in
never
the
thought I'd
setup.
see that,
There's
bro.
little things in the setup that make you think that you've got that right, because Windrush and Commonwealth and the fact that you actually speak English and all that, and I think that is definitely a lot of what.
Calling yourself Black British,
of course, and that. But
you know the craziest thing, like talking about how he's always had this energy in him from young.
Yeah,
I've always had the energy in me from young that I've never accepted none of that, you know, in my head.
But you
like,
know what,
you might be telling me something and I'm polite as a kid to my mum because I was on lockdown until I was about 15. But what I'm saying to you is, I've always had a spirit in me up until this day where I'm so rebellious to all of that fuckery. Yeah. Like, I'd rather go the other way.
I would say it's not unanimous though as well, because at the same time as that, you're brought up in cultured homes as a Jamaican. Let's say, like, we revere Africa highly. It's the homeland, it's the motherland, it's all these different things. So that's what I was brought up around.
What you got there?
What I mean?
What have you got there?
I had to pick up a curtain.
A curtain, and what else?
But sometimes you see some Jamaicans, you know, you tell them they're African, they look at what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The argument they're giving you,
yeah, 100%.
It's just scarring.
But they just, you know,
Not enough Caribbeans are like that. I've noticed it.
Can I just say as well, though? I think with the learning I've done about history, my stance is, you might not be.
Yeah, true.
Because what I realise is, one of the things is,
so where are you gonna be from?
Bro, we from all over this planet, bro.
We've been going there
in
before
different forms and shit. We're from all over this planet. I don't believe that everybody, all life comes from Africa first. I don't believe in that.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
And another thing is, I know that they've used slavery to explain why there's niggas over there, niggas over there, niggas over there.
Okay.
They've used slavery to say, this is how black people got over there. This is how black people got to South Asia. This is how black people got over there. This is how they got over to Polynesia. This is where, and you know what the truth is? We just been around. Yeah. What we need to explain is where you lot come from.
You know, you see,
you know.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying, family?
Yeah,
that's the truth, bro. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? What we need to explain is where did the white race come from? Being that
they flew in on spaceships. Yeah.
You know,
from the sea.
That's what I think.
That's a theory, you know.
I believe that more than anything else.
From beyond the ice wall.
No disrespect to white people.
They come from the Caucasus Mountains. There's a theory that a mad scientist called Yakub created them in a lab.
Bro, you know, your reading potential is amazing. I rate how much you read, you know. I thought I read. But your way to pick... I thought Akala was good at that shit. But you know how to pick out, like you're on them levels, man. You're on them levels still.
But yeah, but saying that all of that as well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, like, with the spiritual part, where I left off is like my granddad. I was speaking to my granddad. Yeah. And it's crazy because when you said... you was thinking of somebody and they came. Yeah. I'm speaking to my granddad. I'm saying to my granddad, like, wow, like, you need to get me out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and imagine my uncle is very spiritual, yeah? Like, my brother is as well. So my granddad's gone and visit my uncle in his dream and said, yo, where's Justice? Like, where is Justice? He's called me. Find out where Justice is. You think he's in trouble.
So your uncle is where's your uncle? In UK?
My uncle, no, he's in France.
In France. So and now he had a dream that your granddad, which is his dad.
Yeah. Like I said to him, where's Justice? Like, where is he? Because I think he's in trouble. Find out where is he.
So he come over?
So, no, he's called now my mum.
Okay.
I said to my mum, I had a weird dream. Granddad came in, my dad came and visit, said to me, where, like, Justice is in trouble. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And imagine while my mum's on the phone to my uncle, I'm phoning my mum from the bin. Yeah. So I said, yeah, mum. He goes, oh, hold on. Your uncle wants to speak to you.
See it there.
Hey, yo, you good? But now my mum's put the phone together, like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know them ones that sometimes you just can't tell family who don't know, they don't know, because, yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm cool. I'm just out here still. Wait. Then my mum started telling me what my uncle... I said, Mum, imagine I was speaking to Granddad and I was asking him to help me, like, to get me out of here. Like, you get what I'm saying? And that's when I realized, I said to myself, because my sister also said something here, we have our family members, our family members that are protecting us.
Yeah.
If we just call up our ancestors, that's it. We call upon them, they will come and help you.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? So, this is why sometimes I don't pay attention to everybody when they talk about certain things, because I just know that I'm religious. I'm very spiritual. I know if I'm in need, or if I'm having that deep conversation, it's gonna get answered some way. Sometimes I might ignore it and I don't even realize they're sending me the sign. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, and then when they send me the sign, I'll be like, oh, so you've been trying to hit me up. I know some people might look at this, what a weird guy.
No,
man, no, I don't
You're in
think
the right
so.
place. And
You're in
like
the
I
right
said,
place.
No, I'm talking about the viewers. Like,
Yeah, our viewers.
Man, fuck them, they're
Our
learning.
core viewers,
Fuck
our core
them,
viewers,
they're learning.
we talk about Judge every fucking
Yeah, man, they're
week.
learning.
Even
Yeah,
that,
all they're
yeah,
interested.
yeah, even that's
The
not even a
core
bad
ones are
thing.
interested.
But they make you believe that's a bad thing.
I hear you.
Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's how I got. That's how I got like connected back with God. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's how once I stepped out, I've kept my promise. Do you know what I'm saying? I've kept my promise to him, and I've never broken it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah.
I really want to go Congo, you know. Go check Billy, big up. I think he's left for a minute.
Yo, bro,
I really
you
want to
know
go
what?
Congo, man.
It's
But right, it's mad right now, though, isn't it? Like,
it's mad. It's mad right now. It's proper mad right now. But believe me when I tell you, that's the Holy Land.
Yeah.
Like,
have you still got family out there?
bro? No family.
No family, really.
No family.
They all got wiped out, basically.
Yeah, bro. So now man wants to go back. You know, my brother and sister, they've gone back. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I tell her, like, I say no family, but I'm not even classing my pups. But man, my pups.
Your pups?
My pups is out there.
You know what? In this whole story, your pups never come up. Like, I didn't
Nah,
even
do you know
consider
what's so mad?
Yeah.
I just don't talk about. Just imagine Just imagine a war breaks out. You find out that they're telling you that your dad's dead, and then, do you know when he appears? When his son's dead, that's when he appears.
So when your brother died, that's when he popped
Yeah,
up.
and then he tells you he knew where you-lot was at
The
all
whole
that
time.
time. Rude boy, what are you talking about? Do you know what we was going through, bro?
That is a bit nuts, though.
But
You see what I'm
this is
saying,
the
bro?
reality- this is the reality
Certain
of displacement
debriefs and that, yeah.
Come remember, you said your dad was a diplomat, right?
No, my granddad was a
Granddad
diplomat. My
was,
dad
yes,
was a
okay.
diamond trafficker. Do you
Diamond
get what I'm
trafficker,
saying?
Yeah, it's
So
deep
it-
business, man.
Yeah,
Different things.
So it's like, how you just
Nah,
pop
but
out
all
of-
Yeah, I'll be
from
pissed,
6,
man, I'll be pissed.
from 6 to 20 or 21, you
So when your
you're
brother
in the
passed,
ends,
that's when you found out your dad was alive.
and he's that's
and he's coming
that's a
true,
lot-
yeah.
lot-
And he's come true.
It's a lot of years.
I'm the one that's burying my brother. I'm the one that's paying for the funeral.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you've disappeared all this time.
And you come back and you're not even popping off to bury it. Like,
That's deep, man.
Do you see what I'm saying?
That's
did he
deep,
come
brother.
to the funeral?
Yeah, you come to the funeral, but it's like, wow, do you know what I mean?
And he's
So-
eating chicken and you're screwing him. Like, oh, you know,
Nah,
I bought that.
do you know? Do you know what?
Let me some football, man.
Yeah.
To be honest
Hey,
with you,
one piece of chicken for him.
Yeah, and this one's nil by mouth.
See, to be honest, yeah. A part of me, you know, it took me a long time to actually realize this. Yeah. Do you know, I felt like my sister's dad was the one that raised me. That's the dad that I lost.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the dad that passed away and that I lost. Yeah. And even that's rage in itself. But I was angry at my dad for a very long time. And I felt like I didn't need a father. It took me a long time to realize, like, yeah, I did need my dad.
I did need one.
I did need my dad.
Yeah.
And the mad thing is, yeah, I tried to reach out to him, like, to have a relationship with him. But you know when somebody acts like they think that you need them.
It's crazy.
So at that point, I realized, yo, bro, you come down here, you ring me, only to let me know, yeah, I'm here, but I'm going back home tomorrow. So when did you come? When did you come?
When did you came to the? Like,
You didn't even let man know that you come. Oh, yeah, come and link man and
that's a proper African way. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to. It
is
is
an
though.
African way,
It's a
though.
proper weird African way.
it's like,
Still.
I'm here.
I've
but
seen that.
You've come and checked. You've come and checked everybody else.
Mad.
But you got your own youths and you got grandkids,
That's crazy.
and you ain't even checked them. Do you get what I'm saying? Then you want to do lastminute.com where everybody has to drop everything to come and check you.
That's wild.
Do you get what I'm saying? So at that, you see how that part for me was more like, brother,
Sure.
you know what?
You know where
I needed, but I don't need no more because now I've got that need me. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
The one, like, you're not even on my radar no more.
And even if you wanted to try and have a relationship,
I can't, really.
No, but I'm saying even if he made the effort to at least try with your youth, that'd be something.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fuck it. Like, you
Have
know,
the
I'll keep
relationship.
fuck up,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
have your relationship
Yeah,
with,
man, make
with
your
your
mans
venues,
over here, yeah, make your mans
but
over
you're
there.
not even making an effort
But you're
over
not
there.
even doing that.
Yeah, that's
Do you get what I'm saying?
mad.
So
That's
something
the
just like,
thing
yo,
I'm hearing still.
well, like, my son could say to me, bro, I never hear you speaking about your dad.
Mad.
Bro, the man doesn't exist.
Really?
What is
Technically,
there
there's
really to
chat
say about the guy? There's nothing to really say. all I can say is, yo, thank you for giving birth to me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Thank you for your good tasting woman and
do,
yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? You know
like,
that one's there.
it's crazy
Yeah?
though,
So,
but the
thank you.
door's not closed, but it's just gonna take more effort than you think.
No,
it's
I haven't got time for effort, bro. Like I'm just doing what I'm living right now for my kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? My kids right now
How
are
many
the
kids you
most
got?
important. I've got 2.
Okay,
Do you know what I'm saying? My kids right now, they're more important to me. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Trying to fix up a relationship with a guy.
With a big old hardback man
Yeah,
that's not
it's-
even meeting you halfway.
Bruv, it's long.
Nah, I fully hear you,
It's
bro.
long.
You know,
And right now, yeah, what am I really gonna do? Say, oh, Dad, let's go for a trip, bro. That's long. I'm doing that with my son right now.
Got shit to do in that. Yeah.
I'm doing that with my son right now. Like I'm running with my son right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I'm not even trying to look for it no more.
it is what it is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is what it is. Like you know when life just gives you so much, yeah.
You have to pick your battles.
Yeah,
man.
you're just like, oh, it's long, bro. This is how I deal with life now. It's like, yeah, long, man.
Let
Like,
go, whatever.
somebody trying to argue, long, bro. Leave me alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone, because if I burst out, you're moving like a madman. Oh, you're the one that caused the whole situation. Just leave me alone. That's how I deal with it now. Just leave me alone.
Can
So-
I ask something?
Yeah, go for it. What Maverick wants to ask that?
No, because you're saying about your dad and basically your relationship is kind of alienated. But what would you feel if your children got to an age where they wanted to build a relationship separate to you and them, but with your dad?
Yeah,
How
they-
would you feel about that?
They,
And how
bro,
would you-
I don't hold no grudges, you know. One thing with me, I don't hold no grudges with anything. My mum will say to you, like, you could treat me bad. I've had friends that done me dirty. I forgive them, and I still talk to them and rock with them. I don't hold no grudges because I just see it. It's life, innit? You know what I mean? If Jesus could roll around with all these 12 disciples and the one snaked him, you know what I mean? Judas snaked him and still say, you know what?
Fuck it.
So who am I to be holding a
So you
grudge?
believe in forgiveness?
I believe to forgiveness to a certain extent.
Forgive and not forget.
Yeah,
kind of
to a certain, yeah, I believe, you know what I mean? My brother's dead, that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything else, I will forgive. You get what I'm saying? Everything else I'll forget because I don't hold no malice in my heart. I don't. Sometimes, yeah, the mother of my child will say to me things like, you just act like nothing happened. It's just my character.
It's not healthy though, is it?
No, but it's
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
healthy
They
to
want you to
dwell.
dwell on it.
It's not healthy
and,
to
like,
dwell,
stew
bro.
on things.
Yeah, like,
It's not
it's
And
just
you don't do that.
Yeah,
I hear that.
I just move on from it. Like, there's no point in holding a
Not
grudge.
People can't
Not
walk
stressing.
on healthy when that. Like, it's not healthy to dwell
What-
on these things, carry these things around. Like,
When
what
they,
for?
When they say don't like dwell on things you can't change and that basically, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you know, for us it's done. It's like,
Done, yeah, so it's like for me, it's like, yo,
I be brewing over some shit though, bro.
bro, there's sometimes,
Don't worry,
yeah,
I'll bring it.
don't get me.
But I'm so much better at it, man. But you know, just take
Yeah,
time.
don't get me
Something
wrong.
happens
Don't get me
in
wrong.
business.
You might do something like if my bedrooms do something, man, I might be like, wait. But you know, it's one of them ones there. Hey, yo, so we saying what? We going to a
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
sometimes they'll be like, he's moving mad. We just, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, bro, it was for that moment.
But then,
Yeah.
especially if
I
you lay out
respect
your
that.
system, do you know what I mean? If you lay out your system, you said what you need to say.
Yeah, it's said.
Yeah, prick, man. Why have you done that?
But
And then-
I can more relate to people that do that. My struggle with humans are the ones that do feel away but don't say it, and then it's not clear, and then red. You want me to do bare detective work, and I just find that way of being weird.
Yeah.
Where I find that through someone else that you got an issue, or you'd never come to me. Not that
Yeah.
I like people that are not direct. I can't trust them. I can't trust them.
Yeah,
So I'd
yeah,
rather
yeah.
you cuss me out now and say, "Hey, fucking, bruv, that was real," and I'm thinking, "Wow, why you?" But I rather that. You're telling me what I need to know about how you feel about me. I don't need to question your motives or how you're feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not everyone can do that.
I don't know. I can't trust everyone.
Yeah, so
you
see,
can't.
I
Definitely
I can't fuck with them.
So wait, sorry to cut. So what did you say? You running through bush with chains on your neck and things? What's this about now? I want to hear about
said,
this. man.
"Fuck's
This
sake."
is in England.
yeah.
Bro,
Do people get scared and shit?
Yeah, I live in the whiter sides of London as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, which part?
White
Bexley. South
Bexley.
East.
Okay, yeah, I know
Yeah,
that side.
I like to train outdoors.
And
I
you're
do
trained
like to
what
go
with a
gym.
chain, like so extra weight.
So basically, one of the days or one or two of the days a week, I do body weight training. I do body
Okay,
weight.
okay, cool.
But one of the two of the days,
Yeah.
I'll run with the chain to the spot
Yeah.
and do my chin ups and and whatnot with that. It's just that extra 10 kilos. That
So when they see you coming running down, some people...
they have to know, like,
he's
do you know what it
filming
is?
himself
Like,
running.
He's a black
He
guy.
looks like fucking Predator.
To be
You
fair, I
can't
don't-
see him, but you can see him cutting through the bushes. Through bushes, you know, bruv. Shit
Right,
looks scary, bruv.
what's your Insta, man?
See man jump over a log.
I
he's
don't
there,
really,
I'm like,
to be fair,
bruv.
I don't really film the training stuff
that's
like that.
not on
But
his
like,
WhatsApp. I was seeing it.
Okay,
yeah, but
okay.
they've
that's
got
proper
dogs. These people have got dogs.
Yeah.
So I've got a chain, you've got a dog,
Yeah.
and we're both here just enjoying our lives.
Yeah.
And unfortunately or fortunately, real recognises real every morning.
I'd be a bit shook if I saw you
I
running
don't
through the
give a
bush.
fuck
bro.
if it's
If
because
I'm
I'm
walking my
What
dog,
was it?
if I'm walking my dog, now the way he's running though,
Yeah,
man,
but you can't be shook though. You gotta think like.
You gotta think like
You gotta think,
I
bro.
dress-
do you walk in the woods?
I don't dress
No,
like
but
someone
when you
who's
walk
on
in the
stuff
woods,
to
I've
do
walked through the
things.
woods
Yeah, you know when you walk in the woods, anybody you see is suspicious. A granny is suspicious
Yeah,
in the woods.
straight, yeah, in the woods,
Then,
for real.
when there's no one else around, I'm
Why
thinking,
is it? Why
what
do
you
you-
doing there?
Do you know? Maybe
What
you
you
don't
doing
know.
there?
Maybe, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe because I'm from Africa. Yeah, you just walk. You could be walking past a dead person.
Yeah. I've got too used to it more over there.
Yeah, bro. You could be walking past
working
a
the bush,
spirit,
right? Yeah.
No, I'm saying walking in the bush
Yeah.
with no one around late at night.
and then you see somebody just. Do you know what you do?
Like-
You can't. You're not even moving. Bruv, just
what it is.
whatever it is, bro.
Whatever.
Why am I shook off?
I'm telling myself
True, bro,
that.
dude.
That's my mantra in my head. But still, I've just seen
No,
this
but-
6'4" dude with dreads running with the chain on his
that
neck.
stereotype.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I-
I really want to see
If I saw
that.
that,
in the middle of Bexley.
if I saw that, I'd be like,
Fucking hell,
I'd be
baby.
like,
What's going
right,
on here?
What's going on, bro?
What's going on? That's all
Yeah,
Michael.
Right,
You good,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
You good? As you're running in my
He's got
direction.
fucking chains
I'm
on
not-
his neck and everything.
As he's running in my direction, I'm not shook on that about you. Yo, bro, you good, yeah?
Right,
You
you
good?
man. But then you'll be like, when he runs past, you're like, he's training.
He's training, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's training.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
the thing is, what?
See
Can't
these
do
things.
that. What a bluff or something.
Come on.
Yeah. Run past me, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but fitness is it's a very good thing, man. And
It's a beautiful
like, how
thing,
has
it is.
it changed? How has this training? Because I take it you weren't training like this in any
Not
way
like this.
before,
Not
right?
like this.
What did you do?
I-
Just get in gym?
Yeah, I used to go gym and run on the treadmill.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll do like a good long 20-minute run.
But that was some fake running because
That is some fake
because
running, bro.
Compared to what you're doing now, you
Because
realize you weren't doing
what it is,
shit,
yeah,
innit?
bro. When you're running, the wind is hitting you. Do you get what I'm saying? You're getting all of that.
Oh, you're doing road running, right?
Yeah, you're doing road, so you're hitting all of that. You're getting that pressure, and then when you're running now, yeah, you can really feel like the bumpy on the roads and everything.
Yeah.
And you're running to a rhythm, so that's why I said I'd rather run at night time and you're running on the road instead of the pavement.
So you actually run in the road because it's flatter as
Yeah,
well.
it's
and
flat,
yeah,
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 so
yeah.
you just run on the road. You're just not thinking. You got your music. Then next thing you know,
You shadow boxing too?
yeah, shadow
Doing the
box,
whole Rocky thing up the steps.
Yo, shadow boxing.
Dope.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like all of that, squatting with my daughter.
Yeah.
All of those kind of things.
Do you watch
But-
a lot of boxing?
Yeah, I
Now
do.
you watch more fighting.
I just like if ain't nothing going in, first like when I walk in now, the first thing I'm putting on is boxing.
Yeah, okay,
When I'm
yeah,
doing
yeah.
what I'm doing, I'm watching boxing and
Yeah.
yeah. That. But now I'm analysing everything.
You're seeing more.
Yeah, I'm I'm not just watching the fight.
Yeah.
I'm analysing. I'll be like, rah, what did he just do? Rewind it back.
Yeah.
Then I'm watching the footwork and be like, oh, he just
Okay,
raw.
okay, yeah,
That is
yeah.
mad. Oh,
Yeah.
how they tricking it, they're setting it up. Like, and then when you think he's coming, bam, you know what I'm saying?
So it's like your eyes are more open to that technical side of things.
Yeah, so now when you're going to sport, you're like, I need to try this.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
yeah.
So when you're trying, it's like, oh shit, this shit, that's really work. You get me?
Will you carry on after the fight?
Yes,
100%,
100%.
innit?
100%.
You're feeling it.
It's, right now for me, it's become, imagine I was speaking about doing this before.
Yeah.
With my brethren S, where I was like, yo, we need to start doing some
Training,
you know what I mean, some boxing training and
something.
start wait. And then when Quincy came with this fight,
Yeah.
I said, oh, what a perfect way to even start it,
You
because
called
we
it
be
into
speak,
existence
yeah.
a bit.
We
Do you know,
spoke
I
about
think
it
there's
tonight.
business there. I don't know the
No,
ins
there
and
is.
outs. I think there's good business there, and I think it's very important that man get paid.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like the man's them this kind of energy, road energy, settling beefs or little, healthy fights, and man's paying for tickets and it's a venue and it's getting streamed and that. I think it's a good
And you
way
got to remember,
forward,
you know,
man.
he's a guy that on his side of the fence, he governs.
Yes.
On my side of the fence, I govern.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
it's
get
a
what I'm
governor's
saying?
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Governors meeting.
That's what makes
That's the title.
oh my
That's
God, we're
governors
looking for a
meeting.
tie. I like that one there. He just gave me a title. The governor's
Eddie
meeting.
Hearn on, yeah.
Governor's
Eddie Hearn.
meeting. Yeah, the governor's meeting. Yeah. So, boom, boom.
Governor's meeting.
We've come along and we're just gonna do it. It's like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I'm on that, man. I want to watch.
I hope it happens. I know it sounds weird.
No. We don't do hope.
No,
happening.
not even that. I want it to happen, yeah? But at the same time, I've got mixed feelings about it.
Why?
Because it's weird, it's dumb, yeah? I don't want either of you lot's prestige. I don't want either of you lot to lose. I really like both of you.
But we've already won, though.
Yeah.
We've already won. I hear that, man.
We've already
get the
won.
bag.
I hear that, man.
Yeah, we've already won, though. Because if we're stepping in there doing it, it doesn't matter who wins or lose. It's the fact that, you know what?
I think there's a level where it's not necessarily about all that prestige.
Yeah.
It depends on as well how you lot are in the run up to this. If one of you wants to be the cocky one and all that type of stuff.
Right now, I'm trying to, I'm trying to
be
be
very humble right now. You're very humble.
He's letting us know he's going to win, though.
That's not cocky. Letting people know you're going to win and all that is not what's cocky. Cocky is the extra level.
He's an idiot.
Even Quincy's, they're being very respectful of each other,
and
which I like.
And I think that means that when it happens, that outcome is more like we just respect that
we
they
just
did
respect
it.
for both,
but
rather than the man that ran up his mic the whole time and got knocked out.
You got to remember, you got to be careful when you're doing those kind of things too, because you don't know the outcome of how things. You're giving it all this mouth, and then people go, look at this guy, he was trying bare. But you have to respect your opponent.
You're creating a different energy around the fight. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? As the two characters that you are, there's a different energy around the fight.
I tried to spice up a little bit, like I tried to
draw
him out a little bit, but Quincy's too smart for that. He's too smart for that.
He knows meant to run a bookie as well, There's meant to be a bookie tab on that.
There's gonna be definitely all of that.
Meant to bet up on that hard in the ends from here to Scotland. Boy, do you know at the moment
it's unfair to ask you with the brother.
No, it's
unfair to ask you.
At the moment, I'm feeling your energy, and I didn't know that Quincy boxed like that. So for me now, it's just put on more intrigue. I want to hear Quincy. I want to hear Quincy watch this, and I want to hear what he's got to say. And then I'm gonna.
Nah, he knows. Quincy knows he's lost. Quincy
knows.
Quincy definitely knows he's lost. He's already felt the power.
Yeah.
Because you know why? They keep saying, because Justo's big and he's strong. No, I've lost weight. I've stripped down crazy. If he sees me. Yeah. He's gonna be like flipping. No, he's really lost weight.
He said that's why you're hiding it in the hoodie.
Yeah, man. I'm in the
This is an exclusive now. This interview, right? Because at the end of the day, this is putting it out there. What's really going on right now?
And you know what? Put it this way, as a warrior, I don't mind showing clips of what I'm dealing with. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? You want to study that? Go ahead.
The clips of Quincy fighting. Do you think he was just fucking around?
Definitely, mind game, man.
He was trying to play a game, innit?
Yo, he was moving like he's never boxed a day in his life.
I've got to do my homework and all this.
Is he that fucking smart?
Yeah, come on, bro. Like, who you fooling?
Was it Link Up TV?
Yeah, Link Up TV.
I'm like, nah.
He's like,
never be how he's fighting.
It's like, yo, where's the leg work, bro? Where's the head work? Where's all of that, bro?
So Link Up TV linked him.
Like,
they went to some kind of training session.
I think I know, but that's where a lot of them were meeting up, right? I saw something about that.
Yeah, so like he's
showing. We need a promoter, man. We need a promoter to come on board.
He's showing
real quick.
A little bit of his whatever, but I'm like, I don't mind showing because what you're seeing, it's not what you're gonna see on the night. Yeah. Because I still got more like my road habits.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Iron out.
Like which, to be in all fairness, I know my coach is probably going to cuss me and say to me, you can't be, you know what I'm saying?
Can't be what? Saying too much.
Yeah, you can't be saying,
don't. Actually, don't. Don't fuck up the betting, man. Don't fuck up the betting.
Let it be.
Do you know what I mean? But I do know, I'm going to work him. It's not, I don't think people feel, it's going to, you see the fight you're not expecting to get, it's the fight you're going to be getting.
You're going to be getting.
But
so
I would like to say it's one-sided, but I don't think it will be one-sided.
So hopefully it's going to be a ticketed event where a few people can come. Yeah,
definitely.
You're trying to build up the roster on who's going to roll.
The
stream. You know a good promoter for this. You know, who's the fighter that always used to fight Andy Joshua? Who's the one who's Andy Joshua's nemesis from South? What's his name? Dylan White. Dillian, sorry. The one they say is his brother. I've met him a couple of times.
Big Dillian.
Yeah, he should be the promoter for this fight, man. I used to go to a couple of his fights over South.
But he's a Brixton one, isn't it?
Yeah, through Squammy and them. And I'm like, yo, he's putting on good fights, man. I reckon if he took up this would go to heights. Man.
And you know what's so crazy, yeah? True say they're trying to do this Northwest and South thing.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's
like.
a bit
What
mad
they
still.
call? What?
Oh, no, that's what you told Ricks to. You probably told Ricks to call out kids in there. You're like, yeah, Ricks, you're fighting too.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't. Do you know what?
So what? Am I being a
Dillian's
traitor?
brother's name? What's Dillian's brother's name?
I'm a South
again?
you. Am I being a traitor?
Nah, you're not being a
Okay,
traitor.
no, I'm joking.
You're not being a traitor.
So who else can we get on the card from South?
I don't even want it to be. I don't even want it to be a South vs Northwest. I don't want it that. I just want people to say who they feel like is going to be the favourite to win. Do you get what I'm saying?
How many undercards do you kind of think about?
I wanted 5, but I think they're trying to get 6 or 7.
It's a proper night of it.
It's going to be a proper night of it.
Yeah, you got to make it that.
You have to make it. It can't be a one. It can't be a one fight. It has to be undercard.
I'm after
has to be a
roll
proper.
out for this,
Even we might even get
Well,
proper. We might even get
That's a night out, man.
boxers.
That's a night out.
That'll be sick.
Yeah, we
Dean
might
White,
get proper.
Dean White needs to do this, man.
Yeah.
I'm
We
gonna
might
see if I
get
can
even
chat to him,
proper
man,
boxers
still.
to fight on the night as well.
Yeah.
Big up
that's
Squammy, big
amazing.
up Dollar.
So that's what we're trying to. But
yeah.
don't get it twisted. Like, just to make everybody know, yeah, like, believe me, like, I know you don't want this fight to happen straight away, but there's a lot of work
that goes into it.
Yeah, there's a
Nah,
lot
man, you
of
need
work.
a proper run up. It's like,
You know what I mean?
you
And
know what I
there's a
mean?
lot of expenses. There's
See
a
all
lot
that
of
other
costs,
stuff
there's a
that's
lot of
going on.
Sponsors you need to get. There's a lot of
Yeah,
things
man,
that you
there's
need
a lot
to
of
be.
things,
There's a
but
lot
that's
of
the
work.
See,
What
you'll
about
definitely
bounce?
get-
Bounce will
See,
put
I was
some
gonna
fights, no?
say, you see all the other call-outs that's going on. Is there any interest in merging it and having a night of nights?
That would be great.
If
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say?
That would be great.
Yeah, if people wanna
settle the beef.
Yeah, just
Do you know what I
just
mean?
Deal with like
Wink,
deal
wink,
with the
innit?
matter. But I don't know
Bounce has got the
what I don't know
budget,
what venue you could do this at.
It doesn't even matter what. Listen, all I'm making people know,
Yeah.
bro. I know people are gonna be out there. They might get mad, like a
Behave
couple of
yourself,
South man
yeah.
could get knocked out. Like Quincy's gonna get knocked out. You South man, behave, behave.
You know you lot come here. Calm, stay calm. I love to talk.
shit.
Yo,
I love it,
behave.
though, I love it.
You got me because
Man's
we need more
confident.
event of these type of events to be happening. We don't want it a one-off. We don't want people to say black people this how they behave. Look like gun mad.
Real
No,
talk.
we need more.
You should have put it on Chinks. He was just here. You should have said, "What's kids saying?" Did you ask him about
Oh
it?
my-
You
I
forgot,
think-
innit?
I forgot, bro.
That's his
But,
code.
bro.
Big up man like Chinks. Big up kids, man.
Yeah, man, big you lot, up, man, for real, man. You know what I'm saying?
I hope
I know
you lot do the
kid.
thing.
I know
Kids up for it, though, I know.
We was talking at the back, like behind the scene, me
Yeah,
and I'm kidding all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Kids up for it.
Yeah, kids up for it.
Do you know what I mean?
Kids
But
up
I don't
for it.
think Rich is up for it anymore.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I don't think Rich is up for it anymore, man.
Talk is cheap, eh?
Yeah, I don't think it.
Might have to get
After
him
his fight, I don't think he's up for it.
Well, he's had a fight.
Yeah, but he was training. He went and did
he
one.
win?
Right, he didn't even talk just, man. What
knocked out,
happened?
he got knocked out, innit?
What happened?
Bro, I don't think Rich is taking. He's not gonna do it. 'cause
Who
it's-
did Rick fight with?
He fought another amateur boxer.
And he got
Yeah.
knocked out.
And he got worked.
He got work.
He got worked.
He got work.
Man, mash up ribs.
I gotta go and do my homework.
Man, they
bro.
coming out.
Is it? There's no video of that.
Yeah, he doesn't even. I want to release it.
Oh, you there?
Come on, man.
Nah,
High
listen,
five
boy.
things, man.
Are you and Rick's
He's my dog.
relationship is mad, you know. It's really funny still. Because if you don't know how man them get on, it's their relationship is proper.
You gotta remember, yeah.
Is it love hate? Can I say that?
You know what? People say it's love and hate, yeah, but it's not really love and hate. It's just that Rix is like my little brother.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like my brother Tank, the one that passed away. He used to get in my nerve and I used to mash him up. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's Rix. Rix will feel like I can say whatever I want to say to him, but he just knows that I'm just gonna mash him up. He might not come outside for 3 or 4 days, and when he comes outside, he's gonna be still vexed, but he's gonna be like, yeah, man, you know what it is, because it's Justo. You know what I'm saying? So, like, do you remember what I said? You know, like,
3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days. Like,
yeah, like he said he came outside my mum's house and slapped me in my
Netflix and
face.
chill.
So I had to break him. Like I picked him up. When I mashed him up, I picked him up, put him on my mum's sofa. He couldn't move. The rib was mad.
So is that what he done? Is that what he done? He slapped you in the face?
No, that's what he said.
That's what
he
he's
did.
trying to say.
Yeah, but he didn't do that. But I do remember that. Yo, my man tapped me on my chest, and I was thinking, what were you doing? Mashed him up, broke his rib, put him on the sofa, gave him a couple of shots of the Henny.
Your brethren.
Yeah, my brethren. Like, mashed him up.
That's gave him some Henny.
Henny.
Yeah.
Compensation.
Deal with that.
Deal with that one day.
Was
Went
Henny?
home.
Oh my
Mrs.
God.
phoned me the next day. Oh, look what you done to him. He can't go out to make no money. Said sorry. I apologize. He was, you know, Riggs. I just have to beat him up. You know what I mean? To make him know. You get me? But yeah, man, me and Riggs, like,
Oh shit, I want to see this fight so bad.
we have a good relationship.
I do.
It's just a brotherly love kind of relationship. You get what I'm saying? So
okay, so let's get into. We got about 10 minutes left. Let's get into your podcast and what you're actually doing for as a brand. Like what's your vision? First of all, you got the Session podcast, right?
Yeah.
Which is quite popular.
And I do Darkness Wednesdays.
Yeah. Live streaming on
Instagram.
Insta. You
Yeah.
need to move it to TikTok as well.
Yeah. You know, imagine
need to move to
Mac told me that.
You have to.
My last
Instagram's
episode
dead now because you would be getting mad numbers on.
My last live that I did for Darkness Wednesday, I was just making everybody listen.
TikTok.
We're going
already
TikTok
up.
now.
We're
Yeah,
go over there.
we're going TikTok now. You
Over
get what I'm
there
saying?
still.
So Mac said to do that. I do the review. Yeah, I do the review like basically watch other rappers from the UK.
Yeah.
And then rate their songs.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because I feel
Would
like
you do that on YouTube?
yeah, that's on YouTube.
Yeah, it goes out on YouTube.
Yeah, that goes out on YouTube, and that comes out every Tuesday.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to pick up the momentum on that.
On little things.
Yeah. So I do that. And now with our podcast, the session, like you just said, you mentioned Rick's. He done a documentary in the area, which I said he was saying like, yeah, boom, he done bear shooting over here, over there, and I'm like, brother, when did you do this? Like, when did this happen?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we get into an argument. He goes, oh, see, this one I don't like about you. Like you're trying to say, bro, you can't be saying things like that on the social. You know, it's not facts. You know what I'm saying? So Mac was like, we need to have a sit down and talk about it. I didn't want to do it. Just let's do it. But imagine I was talking about doing a podcast anyway with ASB, but I was in, you know, yeah. So for long, you know, so this is like 2023 we're talking about this.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you know
ASB.
SB for that long?
Yeah, I've way before that, even way before that. Yeah. So boom, 2024 comes in. We have a sit down. I asked Ricks about the snitching allegation. And everybody else in the comments say it was okay that, they will do the same thing what Rick said. I said, why do we choose when we need to choose the road rules? I said, I don't want a part of the road no more if you don't keep changing the rules. You know what I'm saying? I want a part of it. Forget you
that was the first time I see you still.
Yeah, I said, yo,
I
keep
think I've seen that, you know. I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
I
I
think
said, yo,
I've seen a
keep
bit of
that. And then he's pushing peace, which he's trying to get me to push peace with him. Which I said, I'm with the peace when it comes to the younger kids. I've got a kid myself. But what I'm saying is, for our generation with situation that's already spilled once, blood that's spilled on there's no peace in that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's forever. Do you get what I'm saying? So he wants me to be talking to, we're not doing
other
that.
people, other side,
Because he speaks to everybody. Which a lot of the men them don't like, but we come to understand that's just Rick's. He can move freely around the whole of Northwest. Do you know what I'm saying? So once that came in and Matt came back and just said, yo, you know what? We got a good response from this. People want to see more. So I was just like, all right, cool, fuck it. Let's just give it a go.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, so we just went. And Rick's dropped out. Came back, then dropped out again. And I just thought...
Is he out at the moment?
He's out right now, man. He's out at the moment. But
who'd you host it with?
I normally host it with Punch. Yeah. But right now, this year, I just thought like, you know what? Let me just get everybody in. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just keeping Punch.
Keeping one person.
Let me get
revolving it around.
Do you know what I mean? So.
How long's it been running now?
It's been a year.
Go on.
So you know what I mean? Because I feel like, once you're a hustler, you carry on in it. So I just felt like, yo, this is my hustle. Do you know what I mean? So. I just gotta keep going.
Who's your favourite guest that you've had so far?
Tricky so far.
Tricky, the one that just went.
Yeah, Tricky.
That was a mad one. Still, I just see social media clips. This is why they're so good. Them social media clips because I've seen that one, and he talk about people's opinion don't matter. That I'm taking picture with feds. And all that.
You know, he broke it down very perfectly because some people will be like, oh. He's talking to Fed, he's dealing with Feds, or he's taking picture with Feds. I do remember, my mum taking me to a place where the council or the area was having, where the council and the police are there, how to tackle crime in the area, how can we do to change things. And people need to remember this. When I was younger, I was already doing these kind of things, like getting fundings and bringing the man in studio, doing things. Like, so I get it what Tricky's saying. I've gone to a place, I'm sitting there and the police are there. When the police are there, you're talking like, talking like, yo, man needs housing.
Yeah, that's normal. All of that's normal.
That's what it was.
But it's the picture part is almost like I think that's where man is just like drawing the line. It's almost like, for instance, I ain't been arrested for how long? I ain't been jailed for how long? I've got a fat criminal history and whatnot, rare. But I'm clean. I walk around with my youths and do everything. I'm a good youth now.
Yeah, I'm on a different path.
I still will steal donuts out of Greg's because that's still a part of me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I still, you know what I mean? If it's a riot going down, I may or may not be involved.
Participate.
Yeah? And if I'm not involved,
you step on my toes.
Size 12s, please.
Yeah,
like,
you step on my toe. Yeah. The old trick is still coming
so
outside
there's still
to
little
play.
bits and bobs. So, but what I would say is, there's a part of me in the middle of Convo. I look to the left and I see a gal winding up with a Fed, and I was thinking, what are you fucking doing? Yeah? You know what I'm saying? The other part of me that hears a siren and still fixes up.
Yeah.
Or still rare. Because at the end of the day, that relationship between us or me and the police is like an abusive relationship.
100%.
And when a man brocks up a gal or whatever in an abusive relationship or vice versa, you don't tell them to go back. You say, get away from them.
Yeah.
No one ever says, I'll just go back with him and stay with him. Rare. So when it comes to our relationship with the police, the way that they have abused their authority and abused us, I feel like that relationship is tarnished now. Mm-hmm. So it's either we're policing ourselves or we're not. But me and you are never going to be brethren, and I'm taking pictures endorsing your thing, because I'm not endorsing your thing.
Of course not.
I might be anti the road, anti the fuckery, anti whatever, but I'm never taking an MBE, an OBE. You can't award me with none of that shit. Mm-hmm. I ain't one of you lot. Mm-hmm. And I ain't taking pictures with no fucking feds.
But watch this then.
You know what I mean?
Watch this then.
Big up Tricky though.
You got kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we need to still be staying on the same kind of energy and cycle if we're meant to be built like I got a saying built to lose but broke the cycle.
Yeah.
We have to break the cycle somehow or some way.
I wasn't doing crime because I hated feds.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean? So that's not part of the cycle. The fact is, whether I was doing crime or not, when I was 11 years old, my mum sent me to the shop. This is my first experience.
Let me hear you with this one then. Let me hear you with this one. Once upon a time, we had an enemy. The enemy was the white man when we were all enslaved, right? But today in society, we are all together as one. Today in society, we're together as one.
You're making me feel like that Denalva conversation.
I heard
it. Are we really though? Are we really all together as one?
No, but listen to this.
Are we really all together as one though?
No, we're not really all together as one, but we're there. We're sharing the same space. We're working in the same. We're working in the same environment. Yeah. So he's just basically saying, like, all right, if that can happen, why can I not try and change over here? He's not saying all feds are good. There's some feds.
What is he saying?
He's just basically saying, listen, bro, like I'm just trying to help a couple of the youth them. Do you get what I'm saying? And if we can help
with the feds.
No, bro, that's a different. That's kind of.
But it's not though, bro.
You need to watch it to see what he's saying.
Cool.
You have to watch it to see what he's saying and why he broke it down. Because it made so much sense the way he broke it. It was like, yeah, man, I gotta give it to him on that one.
I know brothers that have set up, institutions and little organizations, charities, ICIs or whatever you want to call them, CICs, and they work with kids and they work with da-da-da. I myself used to be like a behavioural consultant in one part of my life. I came out of jail real red, and I realised that my testimony of what I've been through and what's happened to me in life was moving to people. I got recruited by these people, these ex-roadmen. I got recruited by them. I started working for them. We started getting to prisons, schools, and PRUs and what do you call them centres? Detention centres for the very young. Mm-hmm. I go in there, I deliver crime and consequences classes, where I teach them about crimes and the consequences. And we run workshops over a few days and come back every other week and whatever. I say that to say this. When they're letting us in the prison or whatever, and there's the governor there and the screws there, I'm not acting like, fuck the screws and rare. Yeah. But what I'm not doing is like,
Pally, tap dance.
Hey, we cool now. Hey, let me take a picture or whatever it is. I ain't doing none of that because the thing is real. And I want change in that. Even if you're gonna have to sit down in the office with the police commissioner for the area and talk about the Section 60s and we don't have to. Sorry, we don't have to take that.
Yeah,
that don't have to happen. On the mutual respect that we're here to work with each other.
Fair, like,
I'm not endorsing Babylon, and there's no excuse. You can do everything you're doing. You don't need to endorse Babylon.
Is it a bad thing for him that he did that?
Nah, I'm just giving my personal stats. To be honest, you get me? If he was here,
Yes,
if it was
it's
here,
personal choice.
yeah, if it was here, I'd just say, nah, I'm not feeling. Like I said, do everything up and down, rare. But when I step out in carnival, I don't want to see the gal them dancing with feds. I don't want to see the man them taking pictures with feds. That's just how I stand. That's just my foundation. And you know what? Because I'm anti-establishment at the core, and I understand that. Yeah, the police are cool now and rare.
They never
but you see, okay, exactly. Because you're never cool. Like you said, you push peace for the youngers and rare. But see, for us, shaking hands with feds, it's a no-no. And let me tell you one more thing, right? Let me tell you another good reason why. In times of peace, you can make friends with a policeman. See, when a policeman is told his orders are to make war on you, yeah? See, when his orders are... See, if they decided that anybody out on these roads is getting nicked, like the new COVID 2.5, any man that's caught rare is getting nicked. If that's the rules, all them feds that you shake hands with are your enemy. Because your job as a policeman is to push the oppressive laws and policies and statutes and all these things onto the citizen. So really and truly, you are the long arm of the government or the long arm of the monarchy and the establishment, the oppressor. You are actually the slave, the
master.
Not even a slave master, the one that does the whipping for the master. The master tells him to do the whipping. I forgot what you call that. The supervisor or whatever they call them thing there. So, because that's your role,
Overseer.
The overseer, brother. Because that's your role, I can't ever fuck with you. So, like I can't, and all the things we want to do, we don't need the police to do it.
Yeah, so in short, Jedi's not taking no pictures with no police.
Because what do you need to? Why do you need to work with the police? Give me one excuse why you need the police. What are they gonna do? You know how many initiatives? You know how many black man that is sat in rooms with and said, "Oh, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that for you." And what did they do?
Do you know it's mad? You know, this is a tricky youth from East, right?
Yeah.
And I know, he's not my. I think he's a bit before me, but I know people that know him, and it's funny what comes back to me about him. But I always feel like when I have very briefly watched a couple of his things along the way, I've always got mad questions or mad like I don't fully agree with what he's putting out, but I'm not judging it in a negative way. I'm just saying I watch it, I listen to it, I engage in it, and I'm like, nah, I wouldn't agree with that. Or I've always got, but so I suppose that's generational.
Tricky, come on the show. We'd love to sit down and talk with you. Ain't no malice thing, whatever. In fact,
never
we
malice.
got mutual people, and I was hoping that I was gonna be able to get you on the show earlier. Come on the show. Let's have this conversation and talk, because it's not ignorance or none of that. And I fully understand that your heart is out there to do the right things for the youth, and you don't care what no big old man or whatever anyone else is saying. I saw that clip, and I agree with you. You do what you do. But let's have a conversation.
Yeah, man, big you up, man. Still, man.
Yeah, let's have a conversation. And I ain't putting no next man down for doing their thing. But at the same time, I'm just saying, the snapshots, the selfies with feds is unnecessary.
You need to watch.
Everyone does.
You need to watch that interview that I did with that we did together. It was a really great interview.
The clip I saw was powerful, and he was bugging out. You know, certain of the man they got this energy. Once they get passionate, man's semi-shouting, you get me? Talking to himself, you know. He's not getting no fight, but he's kind of shouting.
Nah, you know what,
I relate.
You know what, that's what the session was all about. The session is all about, basically, we just lay everything on the table.
That's like a therapy session, bro. You like go wild.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes it goes mad.
You fucking go wild, bro. Not sometimes.
Seriously?
Yeah, you know, what do you mean seriously?
Nah, man. I just see it as just normal.
What's the one? There was one where you get up and... didn't you grab someone? But I swear you...
Nah.
You doing a madness, bro.
Is it the one I was... Because when Rich was saying, he was talking about... And I said something. I said to him, what about man's peace, like? How about man's peace, like?
Yeah.
Because the home is broken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When somebody dies, you're talking about squashing these things and bro, what about the people that have lost people?
Yeah.
What about that?
What about
because
them?
that's broken family. Family don't get back. Some families don't get back
together after.
You get what I'm saying? But do you know how many years,
mad.
Me and my family has not seen eye to eye?
Yeah, and it stemmed from...
We don't celebrate Christmas, bro.
Crazy, yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that shit.
Not Christmas, everyone's thinking, no.
No Christmas.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Very good holiday.
We don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
It could be birthdays that there's no
the unity's kind of...
Yeah, it's like you divided. It's like you gotta remember,
You lost a piece of you, man.
Yeah, and you also gotta remember, the way I look at it sometimes, It's like, yeah, I got blamed for that.
Of course. That's what always happens.
That's a deep thing because you're on the road
That's what
and you're
always
moving
happens.
mad.
That's what always happens.
You're on the road
man.
and you're
Like how
moving
you
mad.
say you're active.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Do you know what I'm
that's a
saying?
deep one.
You're getting blamed for that, bro.
Of course you are. Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, rah. So when people are doing whatever they're doing, you don't even get invited. So you just learn to just be like, cool, I'm on my ones.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
I'm
I
on
know
my
that
ones.
feeling.
Do you know
that feeling?
do you know what I mean,
A
bro?
lot of black sheeps.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But we
you know
say
what?
that to ourselves as well, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's our way of coping, innit?
Yeah.
Like when we say, I'm on my ones, that just means, all right, I'm shutting down, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, I'm just doing my thing, bro. You know, that's why I'm not mad at. That's why I'm just not mad at anything anymore.
And I respect it. You know what it is, bro? Like, it's like been an honor. I knew that we'd have a good conversation. It's been an honor to have you around, hearing your story, and sharing it with us. I feel like it's been one of the highlights in my podcasting career, short ones. You get me? Because I think you got a lot of layers for us to discover and talk about. I hope we can get you back on the show again.
Come on, man.
Justo, big up man like Mag, the quiet artist.
I was thinking that, you know, very quiet.
Man like Curtis,
But I know
quiet
you're
artist.
serious.
He's
I
an
know
artist,
you're
isn't he? He's an
serious.
artist, that's why.
Okay.
Running through the trees like Rascal Predator. You know what I mean? He invited me down to
wanna
his
see that footage.
He invited me down to his art gallery.
Solid, that is
Oh,
solid.
No,
that's what you was
it's not
picking
his
up
art
the other
gallery.
day.
He invited me down to an exhibition that he had.
that where you met the kid
Hold
and
on,
stuff?
bruv, we only got 1 minute. I invited me down to the fire pit where he had an art exhibition. Have you got another one coming up?
Not at the moment, but there will be more. There's
Check
always
out.
more.
So what's your socials quickly?
C. Donovan Artist.
Check out C. Donovan Artist. He's an amazing artist. He's even done some artists over here in the jungle. He done the back wall with some pyramids and all that kind of stuff. Justo, what's your socials?
Justo_Fulltank. That's on every social. TikTok, yeah, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever.
Cool. Make sure you hit up Justo. Catch up with his fight stuff. Des, what's your socials? please, bro?
Des.GGI Global.
He might not let you in if you don't have a profile picture and a history. Just letting you not know.
Yeah, man. Too much people trying to follow me.
He's like
Nah, but
that.
here, you're
Light
trying to
skin
follow me. You got.
privilege. Light skin privilege.
Exclusive.
And we big up Mavs on the ones and twos. Mavs,
Maverick,
what's your socials?
Maverick Moses 03.
Anyone that wants to get their things recorded and whatever, camera rental, all them things there. Maverick is doing his thing, always repping for the family. You know, it's a family affair. My name is Jedi. Catch me Jedi online. Underscore on certain socials. Make sure you lock into Speakenomics, the podcast, every Thursday, 7:30. I'm wrapping up real quick, as you noticed, because I think we only got like a 1 minute or something left. Big up yourselves. Do you know what I mean? And I hope that you lot take something away from this session. Do you know what I mean? Because we're always trying to bust jokes, but also give you more than the average person gives you to think about. Because this ain't no idiot pod, and there's a method to all my madness. Big up to everyone for making it today. I love you lot. Comment in the comment section and whatnot. Hit the like button, show some love.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.